Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south. I'll be spreading out, call it word of mouth, can't put me down, I'll be getting loud. You can have your doubts, not what I'm about, have your cloud, it be raining now. I keep making sound, go another round, I'm legend bound, can't stop me now.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to the hottest wrestling show on planet Earth. This is BENXT. Hello, PlayStation Nation. Can we get that on the Tron, please?
Hello, PlayStation Nation.
The Trons are functional, the Trons are operational, the PlayStation Nation is in the house. Welcome in, everybody. Good evening to you. It's time for another scintillating edition of BENXT. A fantastic 3 hours ahead of us.
My dude, how are you? How was your day? It's Wednesday night and you know what that means. It's Ben Potter PlayStation Nation BENXT stream time. Hope you're having an awesome day, my dude. Ben Potter is best.
Liar! He's not even second best. Thank you, Stephen, for the bits. I appreciate it. And thank you, everybody who came along earlier to the Worst Games Ever live stream that we did over on the Gaming Ranked YouTube channel. It was a big success. We're off to a flying start. The VOD is now live on the Gaming Ranked YouTube channel. You can also find it on the Worst Games Ever YouTube channel. On the main page, if you scroll down, the playlist is there. It's in the playlist. You can find it, and we posted it on social media as well, so you can watch the VOD back. Hopefully, get us to that monetization stage that we need. Probably a couple more streams ahead of us, though, on the Gaming Ranked channel, but I hope you enjoyed it. It was good fun. We did manage to complete Resident Evil Survivor. We did set a speedrun record. It is the slowest speedrun of all time, but somebody needed to do it, and we stepped up. Welcome in everyone who's just joining. Excuse me. Pup Wheelie, 20 stream streak, Paradox Machine 515, 50 stream streak, G-Man, 15 stream streak. Thank you so much, everybody who's posting their streaks in the chat. Stop streaking. Bloody hell. Avert your eyes. BENXT tonight, we are going straight in to a new episode of BENXT. We completed a pip down, I believe. So we had a sneak peek at the end of the last stream as to what was in store for us tonight in this opening edition of BENXT to open the stream. We do need to spin the wheel. We need to cut a match and we need to spin the wheel to set up the Aldi Red Thunder Championship match. That's what we're going to start with. But that can wait. That can wait a minute. First, I need to thank Misfit Dad for a 50 stream streak, Alien Sweat Hands for a 7 stream streak, and Iron for a 50 stream streak, Drowning Badger 5 stream streak. Thank you very much. Welcome into the mods, of course. Thank you very much for being here and helping out. Appreciate it. We've got some resubs as well. Tired Author Dan, 9 months in a row. Thank you very much. Wow, 9 months. What do we birth? Happy seeing you for the second time today. Hope Pippa and Drinks Fairy are doing well. They are. They're downstairs. Pippa did do a sick today, but I think it's because she was running around like a mad thing. She is a sicky cat. She does do that. It's one of her hobbies. She loves it. It was fine. She's fine. She's fine now. What else did we have here? Sorry, Trailing Badger, 9 months. Thank you. It's BENXT, baby. Certainly is. And Arsilla, thank you for the subscribe. Welcome to the thickness. Appreciate you coming aboard. Hope you enjoy the stream. So, are you guys ready to do this? Let's lock in and get rocking. I am pleased to announce, by the way, that I am... How many am I in now? Let's see. I've been working on my next video. Stop talking about the next video and just release it. God, I'm so sick of hearing about it. I am 6 out of 10 video games through in terms of the edit. Progress is being made. Very exciting. Hopefully it won't be too long. Definitely aiming for a February release, so it shouldn't be, fingers crossed, too long. There is a new episode of Worst Games Ever out on Sunday that I have already edited, so that's done, but I will have to hop on a Worst Games edit soon. So I'm running out of time before I have to put the worst games of the Xbox 360 generation on the shelf temporarily, but I think I can do it. I think I can squeeze it in. I'm going to try my best. So, that'll be fine. Okay, let's hop on over. Without much further ado. Now, because we shuffled around the stream days this week, as I have said ad nauseum, it does mean that Pokémon will be tomorrow morning at 11 until 2. As part of that, there is a new pack of cards dropping in the digital card game app that I love so much, and I know so many of you enjoy as well. And I found a way, courtesy of some folks on the Discord, to cast what's on my phone to my computer so I can capture it and stream it. So we're going to kick off tomorrow's Pokemon stream opening a flip ton of packs because I've saved up loads of hourglasses. So that should be pretty fun. Hopefully pull some shiny cards. Doing that grubby thing that flies do. What have they got to rub their hands together about? What's that about? Why are they doing that? Upsetting. Okay. BENXT. Here is what the show looks like as it stands. We've got Shrek versus Dick Mychinko. Scandal Penguin with Seth Pissin Rollins in his corner for some reason versus the BENXT men's champion EE Tim. Emma the Bear and Grimace have a promo. We might cut that for the Aldi Red Thunder match. Billy Ray Walrus goes one-on-one with Brian Butterfield. And in the main event, it's Dominic Pisterio versus Dr. Anal Hill, one half of the BENXT Tag Team Champions. A repeat of last week, actually. They're going at it again. So we're going to cut this one, I think. That's the plan. B. Contrell, 5-stream streak. Thank you. Appreciate it. Well, there won't be a secret rare Trubbish, so what's the point? You've already had it. They did it. They did it just for you. You can't now complain. Now that you've had it, you know? Okay. Let's do this thing. Battle Royal every time. Every single time I scroll past it. 6-person Battle Royal. It is for a championship. The current Aldi Red Thunder champion is, of course, how could I forget? I definitely don't forget every single stream. It is, of course, I want to say it must be Emma. I think it's Emma. Did Emma win it? It must be. I've got my spreadsheet open this time, guys, so don't worry. We're all safe. Yes, I think it's Emma. Emma is the champ. Why is she only rated 73? That's not fair. That's not right. That's not right either. Click the wrong button. It's a disaster. It's a shambles. Okay, let's spin this wheel and let's select some opponents. Actually, no, Scandal Penguin is in a match, isn't he? Sucks for him because he did win this title before in dominating fashion, lest we forget.
Just in time for the cheer 100.
Jesus, how many whales could there possibly be? So, Richard, thank you very much for the bits. Appreciate it. Senior Joe has been called by the wheel. 14 losses, Joe, please. Come on. Could be Joe's night. Could be time. Rim Flair, the former BENXT Tag Team Champion. I'm pretty confident in saying longest reigning as well. And who else we got? Pippa Funnel. Get in there, Pippa. 2 more spaces remain. And who does the wheel call forward for a shot at glory? It's Dave Benson Phillips. And finally, Silas the Dog Boy is not technically in a match, so yeah. Get in there, Silas. So that is what the field looks like for the Aldi Red Thunder Championship. Let's get that sucker on the line. There we go. You can't boo him. You can't boo him. He's not even come out yet. You can't just boo him. Jesus. Right. I think we're ready to kick this show off, guys. Shrek takes on Dick Mychinko in a one-on-one match. Predictions will be live in a moment. Get ready to gamble those BENXT bucks. You could pay off your student loans with this. You could buy your mum a house. Legally, you can't. I need to make that clear. You cannot do that. All right? Do not hold me liable for that. That's a lie. I've lied to you. Here we go. Shrek versus Dick Mychinko to kick off the stream.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Stillwater, weighing in at 267 pounds,
Chuck. That's him. Big Chuck is here. Had an impressive debut. Took, I believe it was Seth, Pissin, Rollins, maybe. Who did he challenge for a title? Took them to the limit regardless. Thought he might win a championship straight away. Not to be, unfortunately, for Shrek. This is where the music goes really weird. Definitely should have listened to more of it before selecting it for Shrek. But now he's in his first proper feud, and it's against the former BENXT men's champion, former two-time BENXT men's champion, Dick Mychinko, and of course, known war criminal, Dick Mychinko. So a tall task for Shrek tonight. Sorry, Chuck.
Drop dead, motherfucker, you fucking amateurs.
If there's anyone who can do it, it's Chuck.
and his opponent from Pennsylvania, weighing in at 257 pounds.
Hello, Cheska. How are you? Predictions are live. Check body once told me. Very excellent. If I can get a MIDI version of All Star, would that be useful for Shrek? You know it would, Ben. You know it would. Absolutely. Hello again, Nate. 3-stream streak for Cheska. 15-stream streak for Donak. Thank you so much. Who is it? Shrek or Dick? Make your choice now. Let's go. Big Sexy is ready. Big War Criminal is ready. Jessica Carr starting things off. We got a glimpse at Jessica's refereeing last week when she slapped Dominic Mysterio in the face repeatedly. I like it. I'm impressed. She's shown she's just as capable as our standard normal referee of blocking the camera, but also she slaps wrestlers, and I appreciate that. I mean, that shows gumption. Demo Dick in control of Shrek in the opening tussles here in this match as he hoists Chuck up to the top rope and then just tosses him to the outside. That was not pretty, but effective. Shrek just tumbling down off the top rope, and now Shrek, oh, with that dragon leg screw there, tearing at the ligaments of Dick Mychinko. Those are his war criming ligaments, of course. How's he going to war crime without those ligaments? Shrek, the odds-on favourites. Favourite, singular, per the BENXT bucks that have been wagered. And now the two continue the fight on the outside of the ring. And Shrek, oh, not really a powerbomb, just dumping the body of Demo Dick to the floor. And that is a power slam. We are at a count of 6. How confident are we that this is not going to end in a count out? Count of 7. Shrek sends Demo Dick that way. Demo Dick has 2 seconds to get back in the ring unless Shrek breaks the count. Demo Dick, run. Okay, right, Jessica Carr showing some leniency there, thankfully. And Shrek immediately just bodies Demo Dick, who was not prepared. And a gut wrench. Oh, powerbomb. Impressive power from the big green monster. Boot to the midsection. And now Shrek again going to show that power. The deadlift, gorilla press, hoists up Demo Dick, parades him around. Oh, and that's a big fall. Of course, Demo Dick is a paratrooper. I have no idea. It sounds like something he would have done. So he's used to falling from those heights, but probably with a parachute normally. And you do not want to be in the drop zone of Shrek. Demo Dick's leapt to his feet. Oh, but he's been absolutely clobbered by a flying Shrek who is closing in on his signature. And now Demo Dick's getting mad. Demo Dick getting angry. Oh, hang on a second. Oh, and These two have initiated a strike exchange, but they're nowhere near each other, so the game's decided quite correctly that actually they're not going to go through with that. And now Demo Dick marching Shrek. That's a very long way to go. Normally when you see them walking each other that far, it gives the opponent, or the victim, the opportunity to fight out of it. Not in that case, but Shrek, regardless, back in control. And Demo Dick now, Enziguri drops Shrek. And Demo Dick with a springboard crossbody, but nobody home. Shrek just millimeters from having his signature bar. And he has it now with that counter. And Demo Dick needs to watch out because he's very nearly about to enter Shrek's swamp. Oh, and he turns Demo Dick inside out. Shrek into the cover. This will be a huge win for Shrek over a former two-time BENXT men's champion. Kick out at 2.5 by Dick Majchenko, but Shrek has his finisher, and if Demo Dick doesn't get his wits about him soon, he's going straight to the swamp. Into the cover goes Shrek, and I think that's good night for Demo Dick. He will war crime no more. Shrek with a huge win here to kick off BENXT. Oh, and hang on. I don't think Shrek's done. Oh, maybe he is. It looked like he was about to... Oh, no. What's... He's got a ladder. Why does he have a ladder? Demo Dick doesn't know what's coming. Oh, bloody hell. Shrek taking the head off the shoulders of Dick Majchenko, and I don't think he's done either. Somebody please end this. Please stop this. Oh, God. Spine first onto the ladder. Shrek talking some trash as well. He said, I told you to stay out of my swamp. But in a somehow even worse accent than that. Shrek not only defeating Demo Dick tonight, but punishing Richard Marchenko as well. Bloody hell. Shrek not messing around. Not messing around at all. That's enough Shrek. That's enough Shrek music. There we go. Citadel Zombies, thank you very much for the resub. 3 months. I appreciate it. I hope you're well. Thank you for using your Prime sub here. I know you have a lot of options. Anyone who uses their Prime sub here, I know you have an awful lot of options as to where you spend your Amazon Prime Twitch sub. Spending it here means an awful lot. So thank you very much. The night is young, everybody. I'm going to whet my whistle and then we will continue with this next confusing match. EE Tim, the BENXT men's champion, definitely has his eyes set on Seth Pissin Rollins' wide championship. As if one belt isn't enough. He wants to become front page Timmy 2 belts all over again. And perhaps something that happens in this match will assist him. I'm not entirely sure. Either way, he goes one-on-one with Scandal Penguin. But it appears that Scandal Penguin has the Undisputed Era's Seth Pissin Rollins in his corner. No idea why. Not sure. Predictions will be live in a moment. No spoilers for the rivalry, please. Tim and Scandal Penguin go one-on-one in just a moment. Where's Seth? There he is. Seth's in the background. Lurking ominously. Is he wearing his title? Can't tell. It's moving too fast. Big time pretty boy. Former LD Red Thunder champion. Seth is not wearing his title. And the manner in which he won that BENXT championship was utterly unprecedented. Quite unlike anything we'd seen from Scandal Penguin. He absolutely demolished everybody in that match. Eliminated every single person, I believe. And while there's no title on the line tonight, a victory over the BENXT men's champion would be certainly good for his What's the term I'm looking for? Morale isn't right. Morale is correct, but momentum. There we go. We got there eventually. Anyway, speaking of the men's champion. Oh, it is the wrong name on the prediction. Here he is. The crowd is booing as the BENXT men's champion EE Tim makes his entrance, the cleaner. He's not a very good cleaner, admittedly. But the leader of P-Volution is here in action. In fact, I don't think we've seen him in action since Walrus-Mania, so it's been a minute. Now, the prediction says Rim Flare. It should be EE Tim, so those of you who are backing Rim Flare in the prediction, you are voting for EE Tim, do not worry. Rim Flare is a good personal friend of EE Tim, of course. They're both members of the same faction, P-Volution. And Tim making his way into the ring now. And I wonder if Seth Pissin Rollins has got his eyes on that men's championship as well. Only time will tell. But what it is time for is these two to do a wrestle. So let's do it. BENXT, EE Tim, Scandal Penguin, Jessica Carr rings the bell, and we're underway, and it's several knife-edge chops from Scandal Penguin to get things started here. And Scandal Penguin wrapping up the legs. Oh, and stamping those knees into the canvas, and then a boot to the shoulder as well. Scandal Penguin just dissecting the men's champion in the early goings here. Tim taking an absolute beating, and again to the knee. Tim, though, gets straight up. Neck breaker from EE Tim. He's not going to take that lying down, and he didn't. He got up. Knee over the back of the head of Scandal Penguin. The beak being driven into the mat, but seemingly Scandal Penguin not too fussed as he leaps back to his feet and continues to go to work on the various limbs of Tim. And now showing off his striking game is Scandal Penguin. Drop kick to the back of the head and then a cartwheel out of it, or a backwards roll, I suppose. Only a 1 count, and you can see Seth Pissin Rollins removing the turnbuckle pad in the corner. Referee has spotted that now, so she will go and replace that. And Scandal Penguin is feeling himself here. Some confidence, but the champion fighting back, headbutt to Scandal Penguin. Tim now looking to assert himself in this match. Repeated right hands to the beak and beak adjacent area of Scandal Penguin's face as Tim knee strike to the temple. EE Tim has been incredibly impressive since appearing on the scene. And into the cover, and okay, I mean, that's fair enough. Scandal Penguin got his hands on the ropes, and Seth Pissin Rollins was there to point it out that no cheating, no foul play there. Tim is upset, obviously. He thought he had this one. And immediately he clotheslines Scandal Penguin and then sends him for a ride. And Tim still waiting. Spinebuster from EE Tim. And Tim now has his signature maneuver. Up to the middle rope. Frog splash from Tim. I was saying Tim has been very impressive since he debuted, but ever since he added the other members of P-Volution, leaping DDT, that is his signature, and it's just a matter of time potentially before EE Tim secures this victory. Kick out at 2, Scandal Penguin still got some in the tank, and now it looks like EE Tim is about to wipe. Oh, Scandal Penguin with the timely counter. Scandal Penguin countered EE Tim's finishing maneuver, which of course means that it now changes hands, and Scandal Penguin has the finisher. Tim now needs to be on high alert. Up the top rope goes Tim. Oh, a bit of a miscommunication. Scandal Penguin in the wrong place at the wrong time. Bit of a zigzag there, perhaps, from Tim. Scandal Penguin, neck being wrenched at an angle you would not want it wrenched in. And Tim, more punishment to the beak zone of the Penguin. And while Scandal Penguin does have a finisher, it could be that Tim is able to put him away without using his. As Seth Pissin Rollins slides a sledgehammer into the ring, crossbody from Tim. Of course, that weapon is not legal, and the referee will now remove it. Not really sure what Seth's game is there. Full head of steam. Massive lariat from the champion. Oh, kip up from Scandal Penguin, but he walks straight into EE Tim and then counters. Back and forth these guys go. Scandal Penguin could be about to use his finisher here. Back suplex. Tim back to his feet. And now, that's a long way to go. Walking Penguin over to the ropes. Manages to do so though, and I think Tim's going to... Ooh, hang him up. Midsection first, and now Tim again. Dropping the elbow down. And Tim is very close to a finisher. His second finisher, technically. We'll see if he even needs it, though. As Tim... Oh, diving neck breaker. And Tim now has his finisher. He could be about... Oh, and look at Seth. Okay, Seth's not going to... Oh, and for the second time, Scandal Penguin has countered a finishing maneuver of the BENXT Men's Champion. That is very impressive. Back-to-back finisher attempts from Tim have been thwarted by Scandal Penguin, but unfortunately for Scandal Penguin, he's taken so much punishment that, as I said, it's probably not even going to take a finisher to end this match. Oh, big European uppercut from Tim, and now Scandal Penguin could finally be going for this finisher that he's had for ages. Drops the BENXT Men's Champion. Scandal Penguin up to the top rope. Do Penguins fly? They certainly do. Coup de grace from Scandal Penguin. It finds its mark. Is Scandal Penguin about to defeat the BENXT Men's Champion? No, he's not. Not yet, anyway, but he's getting close. Scandal Penguin very close to a second finisher as well. What is the Penguin thinking now? Springboard, drop kick. And now Scandal Penguin has his second finisher, and if he hits this, it could be good night for Tim. And he gets absolutely all of it. This could be a massive win for Scandal Penguin. Imagine if he beats the BENXT Men's Champion here. He's done it. Scandal Penguin has beaten EE Tim. I did not think that was going to happen. The upset of the century. Unranked Scandal Penguin has cleanly, defeated the BENXT Men's Champion. It was largely going Tim's way the entire match. It was just those finishers. Every time he went for a finisher, Scandal Penguin was able to counter it, which allowed Scandal Penguin to hit those two coup de grace at the end of the match. The double-footed stomp from the top rope. There's the first one. And then here's the second one. And that's all she wrote. Big win for Scandal Penguin tonight. He's not even in the men's championship division. Now, I don't know what this means for EE Tim and Seth Pissin Rollins' feud. But Seth Pissin Rollins has got to be pretty thrilled that Scandal Penguin really damaged the men's champion here tonight. He doesn't look too pleased. He's just hanging out on the outside, but there we go. Whatever, right? Nebulous Waters, thank you so much for the resub. 7 months. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Now, up next, we have the Aldi Red Thunder Championship, the weekly championship defense that is contested inside a battle royal. The only way to win is to be the last wrestler standing. To eliminate someone, you have to throw them over the top rope, both feet touching the floor. It's the floor is lava, the wrestling match. And tonight, Emma the Bear, who last week became a 2-time Aldi Red Thunder champion, defends against Pippa Funnel, Signor Joe, Rim Flair, Dave Benson Phillips, and Silas the Dog Boy. Now I need to take a photo of our running order. There we go. Lovely. And that prediction will be live for people in a moment. It won't appear on screen, but it will appear in the chat. Excuse me. Okay. You guys ready? I think it's time. And away we go.
The following is scheduled for
One fall.
the All-Star Ring Total Championship.
Kinda, yeah, kinda.
Introducing the challenger from London, England, the Horseman, Hyper
Pippa Funnel. One of the fresher superstars on the roster, I would say. This is her 4th match per her stats. She has a 1-2 win-loss record as it stands. She gets the opportunity tonight not only to win a championship, but to tie her record. She could do it. She could, but she also might not. Now, you will notice with this next competitor that I have altered their music slightly. Apologies to Ben Cooper.
And introducing the challenger from Huntington Beach, California, weighing in at 292 pounds, El Numero Uno, Joe!
Senior Joe. And I'm not normal. I added the Senior Joe promo to his music. Drastic go down. He's not even going to try. Promo's so long. Okay, Senior Joe is here. I think, as far as I'm aware, per my spreadsheet, miraculously, Senior Joe has not won a single championship yet. But I tell you who has won a championship or two, it's this man. Representing P-Volution, that is Rim Flair. Former Aldi Red Thunder champion. Let me just check. Yeah, former Aldi Red Thunder champion, and of course, former BENXT Tag Team champion as well, representing P-Volution. Good friends with EE Tim, who we just saw lose. Rubbish. Great idea to have a promo against you in your own theme song. Psychs him up. Gives him something to overcome, you know? What impact does Joe having a bionic arm have on the equation? Great question. Nothing. As it stands, he's not really used it to great effect at all. Apart from when I give it imaginary heft when I'm doing commentary. Rim Flair is here. And that of course means that it is time for the champion to make her way to the ring. Big pants of Rim Flair there. No pants on the champion though, she doesn't need him. She's a bear.
The champion from the North Pole, the All-Star Ring Total Champion, Emma the Bear.
Now of course we'll get to the other competitors, the last 2 entrants in just a second, but I believe we have a 50 at best chance of crowning a brand new Aldi Red Thunder champion tonight. No, we don't. Yes, we do. Pippa Funnel, Senior Joe, and Silas the Dog Boy have never won the Aldi Red Thunder championship. Emma the Bear has won it twice, and this man has won it once.
And introducing the challenger from London, England, weighing in at 228 pounds, A-list Dave Vincent.
Big Dave is here. Won the championship before. He's also been a tag champ, hasn't he? Might be imagining that. His music's also really short. Yes, he is a one-time tag team champion, so he is precisely as celebrated. There it is. As Rim Flair. They are just as good as each other. That's all you need to know. I hope you wanted pan pipes and banjo all over that MIDI arrangement of All Star. Yeah, obviously we do, Ben. Dave is here, and we are one final entrant in this match. Final votes. Thank you, Trailing Badger. Pippa Funnel, 2%. Senior Joe, 7. Rimflare, 17. Emma the Bear, 32. That's good. DVP, 4. And Silas the Dog Boy, 39% for Silas the Dog Boy. One half of the BENXT Tag Champs. Silas the Dog Boy. His tag team partner is, of course, Dr. Hill, who is in action in the main event tonight against Dominic Pisterio of the Undisputed Era. And we're off. Let's do this thing. There is that championship. Delicious. Tune in tomorrow at 11 a.m. to watch me consume an Aldi Red Thunder live. It's going to happen. I put 3 in the fridge just this morning, so it's going to be cold. We're going to have pill breakfast. It's going to be brilliant. You don't want to miss it. You don't want to miss it. We're underway. Just starting to appreciate quite how much fur and quite how much yellow is in this match. Some is the answer. Oh, and look at that. The big boys going at it. Emma the Bear, the champion, lifting up Silas the Dog Boy. Now, of course, if Emma were to retain tonight, it would not be unprecedented, but it is unusual. It is a difficult match to go back-to-back in. It wasn't until very recently that we had our first ever Little Kong Strong champion go 2 weeks in a row, and now we've gone straight back to crowning a new champion every single week. It has happened a few times in the Aldi Red Thunder Battle Royal, and that could continue again tonight. Oh, Senior Joe's feeling something here. Oh no, that metallic arm! We knew it would come into play at some point. The orbital bones of the champion have just been shattered. That's devastating. She's a bear and she needs them to do bear stuff, and now it's gone. Dust, a powder inside the face of Emma the Bear, as Rim Flare is going for a big elimination there, and Silas the Dog Boy powers out, as you would expect. Senior Joe now looking to eliminate the champion again. Oh, the champion hung up. Oh my goodness me, the champion is out. Emma the Bear has been eliminated by Senior Joe, who immediately delivers a devastating German suplex to Dave Benson. Oh, and the right hand again, not his orbital bones. Dave Benson Phillips needs his orbital bones to do children's television stuff. A powder, a dust, there's nothing left. Emma the Bear's gone. That was really quick. And now Rim Flare looking to eliminate. No, he's not. He just wanted to kick Senior Joe in the balls. That's it. Silas the Dog Boy now officially uncontested as the biggest boy in this match. And Pippa Funnel going to work on Silas the Dog Boy. Brave as Rim Flare looking to wear down Dave Benson Phillips. Of course, a tap out wouldn't secure a victory here, but it would hurt. It would hurt. Senior Joe potentially looking for a second elimination. Rim Flare walks into a spinebuster from Dave Benson Phillips, and Silas the Dog Boy waiting to drop DBP. And now Senior Joe sweeps the legs of the BENXT Tag Team Champion. Joe turning his attention to Pippa Funnel, and down goes Pippa. And Rim Flare got Senior Joe strong. Oh no, Silas the Dog Boy's gone. The 2 odds-on favourites have been eliminated. The biggest boys have been removed from this match. Oh, and a double cutter from Dave Benson Phillips and Senior Joe to Rim Flare. We're down to 4. Pippa Funnel, Dave Benson Phillips, Senior Joe and Rim Flare. Who is going to be crowned the new Aldi Red Thunder champion? Rim Flare chasing his second. Same with Dave Benson Phillips. Oh, and Rim Flare's gone. We have a 77 2/3% chance of crowning a brand new Aldi Red Thunder champion who has never held the title before. Words and numbers are hard, okay? Leave it alone. DBP powering out. We're down to 3. Will it be Joe? Will it be DBP with his second championship? Joe sends to the corner. Counter. Pippa's there. Joe slips under. Oh my god, release German suplex sent Dave Benson Phillips flying across the ring. And Pippa wants to win her first championship in BENXT. Knee strike to the side of the Temple of Joe. Dave Benson Phillips stirring now. There's only 2 men in yellow gear in this. Oh, and a leaping DDT just plants Pippa. And Joe is ripe for the elimination. Joe hanging on. DVP doing his best. DVP does have a finisher, which, a reminder in this match type, if you have someone in an elimination position, if you hit the... Oh my God, there goes Dave. And now it's Pippa Funnel and it's Senior Joe. The point I was about to make is mute, but oh no, Pippa's done it. Bloody hell, Pippa. Jesus Christ. I was not ready or prepared for that at all. It's Pippa Funnel who immediately eliminates Joe. I'm going to finish my point now. If you have a finisher and they're in the right position, you can get an instant elimination. Didn't matter though, because DVP went and then immediately Pippa Funnel eliminated Joe. And Pippa Funnel has leveled her record and become the new Aldi Red Thunder champion. Could you, I mean, you probably would believe this, but could you possibly believe that I would ever say the words Pippa Funnel, known equestrian and contributor of her name to horse video games for children, has won a wrestling championship before Senior Joe has? Well, it's true. This was the end here. Out went DBP, and immediately Pippa Funnel, wasting no time at all, just clobbered him right out of that ring. Pippa Funnel is your new Aldi Red Thunder champion. I'll give it a week. The numbers don't lie, and they do spell disaster for Pippa Funnel at next week on BENXT. It's time to update the spreadsheet, guys. Oh, it's time to update the spreadsheet. The column of champions is getting pretty long now. Pippa Funnel, well done, man. I always forget how to spell her name. I think it's funnel as in a funnel. Who knows? She's posh as hell. It could be Funel. I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know. Anyway, I'm glad the horse girl won. We are just 3 months removed from the start of May. As in the month May, but spelled like neigh, as in a horse neighing. We are foregoing April this year, because I am away for a good chunk of April, and it would be a terrible waste of April to only stream a horse game like twice. So we're moving it to May this year. Get ready. I have a reminder in my phone set for mid-April that literally reads, "Buy a horse hat." I don't know what that means. I'll work it out at the time. I'll see that come through and I'll be like, what the fuck does that mean? I already have a horse hat. But the reminder is telling me to buy a new horse hat. So you're going to want to tune into the first stream of May for the new horse hat, whatever that is. You're just going to have to watch, aren't you? Just going to have to bloody watch. Right. Pippa's husband is called William Dick Funnel. Heck of a name. It's a sick name. It's a fucking sick name. Up next, it's Billy Ray Walrus versus Brian Butterfield, 1-on-1. 2 excellent pieces of music coming your way. Absolutely no stakes in this whatsoever apart from bragging rights and BENXT bucks. Can it be a tiny Kurt Angle cowboy hat? Possibly. I think what I was thinking is not one of those horrible rubber horse mask things, but like one that you fasten under, you know, like the Sonic hat you used to see us wear sometimes at TripleJump. It like fastens under there, and then it's just like a horse head here, and the snoot comes out here. That's what I'm thinking in my head. I don't know if that exists, and I don't know where to find one. But when the reminder comes through, I'll work it out. That's a job for later, not for now. Okay, Billy Ray Walrus versus Brian Butterfield 1-on-1 is next. Predictions now live. Hello BTJ, how you doing? Welcome in.
is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Newcastle upon Tyne, England, weighing in at 326 pounds.
That is exactly what I was thinking. And it's so cheap as well. Let's get this bad boy on screen. It might not be this one, this exact one, but this is that. There. Yeah? That. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm going to go for, hopefully. Something like that. Really good, really sensible. A good thing to spend money on. Guaranteed. Billy is here, and he's ready for war. But will this amazing music throw him off? I've lost the fucking music. There it is.
This was me, Brian Butterfield, 6 months ago before starting my diet.
Weighing in at 309 pounds.
But just look at me now.
But just look at me now. I feel like a new man, thanks to the Butterfield diet.
Pilsner, birthday pie, pints of cream, pork cylinders, potato grid, artificial bacon, large mac, sandwich casserole, chocolate quail's egg, garlic pudding, fluffy rush, hoisin crispy, pasta pillow, bon, quiches Lorraine.
Brian Butterfield, of course, we saw him a few weeks ago capture his first championship. That means stop doing that, Brian. The Aldi Red Thunder title. Billy, no stranger to that either. 2 former champions in our midst. Big Billy versus Big Brian, who's put his suit on, of course. Slapping the biceps, getting the blood flowing. Here we go. And Brian has... Oh, he's shattered the orbital bone of Billy Ray Walrus. It's dust. He needs that for Walrus stuff. For hosting Worst Games Ever. How's he going to do that now? There's nothing there. It's a gel. It's been gelled. It's turned into a gel inside his face. Anyway, he seems fine. He's still going. Running neck breaker from Billy Ray to Brian Butterfield. Primeval 259, 15 stream streak. Thank you very much. Big splash from Billy. Brian's down, but is he out? Oh, no, he's not. Brian back to his feet. Oh, inside cradle. Rolling up Billy Ray Walrus. And a kick out at nothing. It's way too early for that. Sweeps the legs. Does Billy. Billy full of confidence. Slapping his chest as Brian gets back to his feet. Brian sent into the ropes. Single-armed spine buster. Thank you for putting those in there, Techiweo. I may have missed a number of them, but if you're on the Worst Games Ever Discord and you're able to put them in my streaming channel, that'd be very helpful. There's no pressure there. I'm sure I can... I'll do some Googling myself in a couple of months regardless. Brian... Oh no, Brian looking to showboat at just the wrong time. Billy Ray catches him unawares. Oh, and that's just a suplex. Sends him all the way across the ring. And now... Powerbomb position. Sit-out powerbomb to the master of the bomb, no less. Devastating. We're getting our first details about WWE 2K26. We've had the reveal of the Attitude Era edition and the King of Kings edition. And I think, is it next week? Or is it at the Rumble this weekend? We're gonna get our look at the actual cover of the base game. Looking forward to it. Of course, the work will begin again in earnest. But for BENXT Season 2. Was it the Monday Night Wars edition? I may have misspoken. Please play it day one unpatched. I would love to. I would love nothing more. Into the cover goes Billy Ray. Brian has been absolutely dominated by the Pink Walrus here. Billy Ray doesn't appear to have taken any damage whatsoever. If I move slightly, you can see. Oh no, my microphone's in the way. That's not helpful either. Brian's taken a fair bit of damage. But now, Brian back in control. Billy into the ropes. Boss man slam from Brian, who goes to the outside. And Brian, double axe handle to the back. Billy back in control. Surely whoever is on the cover is the winner of the Rumble. Maybe. I heard a rumor it was Punk. I don't know how true that is. And Billy, face first on the ring apron there. Elbow drop from Bryan. Bryan back in control now. Bryan has his finisher. Billy Ray Walrus does not. I think Billy actually sacrificed some of his signature bar earlier to stand up. And that may cost him here because Bryan... Oh, I thought he was going for the bomb, but no. Impressive power from Bryan Butterfield, turning Billy Ray Walrus inside out. Tell you what, if you turned Billy Ray Walrus inside out, would it look much the same? Just sort of pig. Oh, and Bryan's gone for a Rings of Saturn submission maneuver instead. That apparently is also his finisher. We might need to change that. Oh, and a massive spinebuster from Bryan, who immediately has a second finisher. And Billy Ray, despite being in full control for so long, has walked straight into a bomb. Billy still has scope here to kick out, but he's not going to. Bryan with the sit-out, bomb, into the cover. And I think Bryan Butterfield is, for the second time tonight, we're about to see a wrestler defeat a former BENXT men's champion, Bryan, with the victory over Billy Ray Walrus. Oh, the hoisin crispy elbow drop there. Just look at the bar. Bryan rallying, able to hit a finisher and then a signature and then a finisher. This is where he hit that beautiful, thunderous bomb. Gets him up and gets him back down again. Oh, Bryan Butterfield. His victory motion is all wrong. His entrance is, as you would expect, Lola Vice, naturally. So before we get to the main event, I'm going to go do some admin before I forget. I want to update Bryan's move so he doesn't do a Rings of Saturn because he's not very good at submissions. It needs to be the bomb all the way through. And I also need to change his victory motion so he dances because of course he would. Victory, let's go. But have you seen or heard about the saga of Speedball Mike Bailey and their push to get Horsecock over as a chant and Trio's tag name? No, I haven't. No, I have not. But I have met Speedball Mike Bailey. I tell you what, it wasn't a fantastic encounter. It wasn't awful. But it was backstage at a WCPW show. At that point, they had rebranded to Defiant Wrestling. And he was on the show. And I had a horrible headache. Like I was coming down with some kind of sickness. And like I had a thumping headache. And he came backstage and he got like right up in my face. And he was like, where is my gear? Where is my gear? I was like, well, what? And he was like, when I got in the ring, I took off my gear and it got taken backstage. And I don't know where it is. Where is it? And I was like, I don't know. He's like, well, can you look, please? And I was like, yeah, sure. And then he stormed off. And then I went into a cupboard and had to lie down because my head hurt. And I was like, I get you looking for your gear, man. That's got to be pretty stressful, but I don't fucking know where it is. I was just there to do sound on backstage promos. It was really... Anyway, he's a spectacular wrestler, but it wasn't a great social encounter with him. But getting a thing named Horsecock sounds great. I wish him all the best. All the best. Anyway, right, so Lola Vice, let's get you dancing, man. When he wins, I want him to do this. There it is. Oh, yeah, it hurts to dance. It hurts to dance. Didn't he raid you at some point, or did I make that up? I don't think I've had a raid. On Twitch, I've interacted with Adam Cole, baby, and Zelina Vega, I think, popped into one of my Pokémon streams during lockdown or when we were working from home, which was really weird. But that was it. That's the limit of my wrestler interactions. Not victory. Moveset. Here we go. Custom Superstar. No, it's not S, is it? Oh, gotta look for Brian. Brian, where are you, bud? Gotta take that submission move off you before I forget. Where is he? Brian Butterfield. Zelina Vega was very impressed about how much we love Chavo. Yes, she was. Yeah, she popped in for a bit, and I had the horrible mocked up Chavo Chew on the side. Which is just Chavo's face on Pikachu's body. And I think she said, "Is that Chavo, lol?" And then she was gone. And that was it. But it was exciting nonetheless. I was excited about it. Where are we? What's it called? Finishers. Okay. In ring. Batista Bomb, Batista Bomb. Batista Bite? That's a Rings of Saturn, isn't it? The Batista Bite? Can I get rid of that? I don't want that move. Just do another Batista Bomb. Avalanche Powerbomb 2. Oh my god. Imagine if we ever see Brian do this. I think this is if you have 2 or 3 finishers stored up, you can do that. Mental. There we go. Right, we're all updated now. We're done with the admin. Thank you everyone for your patience. Universe mode. There we go. No one has ever raided Ben, and Ben raids everyone. He is so humble. Not true. I am the most humble. And also, people are very lovely and they raid me all the time. And I'm very appreciative of that. Right, main event time. More wonderful admin later, please. We'll see, if you're lucky. Main event. We're running it back from last week. Whoa! We're running it back from last week. Dr. Anal Hill, one half of the tag team champions, scored a victory over Dominic Pisterio, representing the Unpisputed Era. And this week, they're going at it again. So prepare your BENXT bucks, because it's time to fight forever. Or something. Just pretend I said something much cooler than that. Oh, hang on, he's already in the ring. Oh, no, hang on, they're not waiting. They're not waiting. Dr. Anal Hill, full mount referee, has started the match. I don't know why, because that doesn't feel like a very fair start to the match, but Dr. Anal Hill immediately raining down right hands to Dominic Pisterio. This thing is starting hot, and we're underway. Dropkick from Dominic. Springboard moonsault into the cover. Jessica Carr will count it, not even a count of 2. Dominic Pisterio, of course, is the current reigning Figgy Pud champion. He won that on the special festive edition of BENXT. Boot to the midsection. Oh, and just walks it through. Big Piss is what they call him. They don't. Just trying to get something started here. Drops the elbows on Dr. Anal Hill, who, despite catching Dominic by surprise, is actually not really doing that well at the moment. Oh! Dominic misses there with that slingshot sent on. Dr. Hill has no time. He has a new game coming. I know! How exciting! So excited. And Dominic calling the doctor to his feet. Right hand, right hand, right hand. Give it a pet. Oh, in clear view of the referee as well, raking the eyes of Dr. Anal Hill. Back suplex. And now Dominic off the ropes, drops the elbow, and Dr. Hill is absolutely being demolished here with the kip up though, and he levels Dominic Pisterio, giving him the opening that he needs here. But bloody hell, coffin drop there, complete trust fall, and that was a meaty clunk that we just heard as the two bodies collided. Ref was too busy getting in the way to notice. Very true. Don't want to interrupt their important work. Dominic back into the ring. Dr. Hill is waiting. Punch to the gut. Big kick. Ducks behind. Oh, and face first onto the knee. Impressive work there from Dr. Hill. Definitely rallying here. Dominic sent into the corner. Splash from the Doctor. Elbow. Forearm. Oh, just talking trash. Look at... Oh, no, and he's missed at him. I think it missed. Spelled M-I-S-S-E-D. Jesus, it sounded like a fucking geyser. Dr. Anal Hill going for the poison mist on Dominic Pisterio, but it looked like it completely missed there. And then Dr. Hill just sidestepping the dropkick attempt from Dominic. And Dr. Hill again now. Impressive match, going at a rate of knots this one. Only 1.5 stars, apparently. I think this match has been brilliant so far. These two have been countering back and forth. Oh. Down goes Dominic. Dr. Hill looking for his signature here. Anal missed. Don't type that in my chat ever again. Oh! Michinoku driver into the cover. Dr. Hill has Dominic banged to rights here. Kick out at 2. Dr. Hill has his finisher though. Are we about to see it? Potentially. He's got it. I think that's the triangle submission there. Referee's got a good view of it. Will Dominic Mysterio tap out to Dr. Hill? No. Looks like Dr. Hill actually let him go. One big move is all that separates Dr. Hill from victory at this point. Oh, and a counter from Dom. Dom, boot to the midsection. Powerbomb position. He has the Doctor up onto his shoulders. Impressive power from Dominic for a slighter gentleman. Now the slingshot senton connects there. Don't really know how. And Dominic Mysterio up to the top rope. We might be about to see that frog splash. There it is. Referee fully obscuring the camera. And it might be Dr. Hill's turn to be slapped in the face. It is not, but it is a victory for Dominic Mysterio with the series tied at 1-1. Dominic started this match strong, weathered the storm from Dr. Hill. But it's Dominic Mysterio who ultimately, off the back of that frog splash, there it is, horrible view of it, gets the victory, and Jessica Cart doesn't get to slap Dom in the face this week. The rivalry is officially at 1-1. 3 stars feels a little unfair. I thought that match was actually very entertaining. But nonetheless, this Tag Team Championship rivalry rumbles on. We'll have to check in next week on BENXT, by which I mean probably also this stream, in about an hour's time. Piss missed Mysterio as Anal Hill hits rock bottom. Excellent. Front page news. Put it on the front bloody page. Piss missed Mysterio as Anal Hill hits rock bottom. Okay. Right. It's time for Pip Down, everybody. Let's move along. Will Pippa the Cat be wrestling on her own show this week? My guess is no. We will be needing to make space. The Vent Pervert. We will be needing to make space for the Little Kong Strong Tables match. Of course, the champion last week, becoming the second ever in history to hold the Little Kong Strong Championship on 2 occasions, is the Drinks Fairy. Can she also become the second in history to retain the championship and manage to win her first defense? Only one other person has done that. That is the Red Thunder Man. But let's have a look at what we've been served by the computer. The Vent Pervert takes on Meatface. Bonklin goes one-on-one with Jill Sandwich, the Butterfield champion. Judas and Piss Jericho have a promo. Might cut that. Gollum and then there's the Winkler with the entire of Brot Means Bread in his corner. The German stable are all together. How exciting! Lord Brotovich, look! You're there! He's there! And in the main event, the Chevrolet Matiz takes on Carla with Santino Marella in her corner. All right, I think we know what we're cutting. It's that one. Sorry, Piss Jericho. Customized match. It's time for the wheel. This, of course, is a tables match. First person to put someone through a table is the winner. Drinks Fairy, where you at? Hello? She's not called the Drinks Fairy in here, is she? She's called Pippa's mum. That often throws me off. Pippa's mum. All right. Two very different attires there. Totally different. Okay, so is it a fix for the Winkler to win again? I don't know. He's got Lord Brotovich there. Could do. Could do. Wheel. 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 Here we go. It sparkles. Sparkles called by the wheel. And next. Hank Anderson. Potentially, if he were victorious here, would become a 3-time Little Kong Strong champion. That would be unprecedented. Unprecedented. Oh. Dave Bautista. Another member of P-Volution. And the final slot goes to... Thank you, Techiweo. I appreciate it. Oh, it's Chunk Boy. R.I.P. in peace, Chunk Boy. He had his debut last week, I think. It does say he's had more matches than that, but I think that's just because he's either been in someone's corner or something else. I don't really bloody know. I don't know how to explain it. I think Plushy Labs also put one in there for me, so thank you very much. I appreciate it. That will help me out. Okay, save that. I've been informed by Pippa's mum that she would be okay losing to Big Dave, which is very respectful. It's very respectful. Okay, we're ready to start this show. We're going to begin with the Vent Pervert versus Meatface, the matchup you've all been waiting for. But before we get there, I am going to go and chat with Tim. I will be right back. Please don't go anywhere, please. I'll be ever so sad. Okay, we're back. Sleeps with Scissors. Thank you so much for the resub. 6 months. How are you doing? Good evening. Welcome to the show. It's time. Vent Pervert versus Meatface. Oh, slight spoilers potentially. Now, the Vent Pervert, of course, has his eyes locked on the Butterfield Championship, I believe. And the current Butterfield champion is, of course, the Pufferfish. So we shall see how this plays into that. The Vent Pervert versus Meatface 1-on-1 is now.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from New York, weighing in at 230 pounds, the Bossman!
The Vent Pervert has excelled in his short time on the Pip Down roster. A victory tonight could get him one step closer to a rematch for the Butterfield Championship. First, he's got a wall of meat to get through. Dun 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 dun. Now, of course, I would have called this stream The Vent Pervert Rises, but I think having the word pervert in my stream/video title might cause me some problems.
And his opponent, from every man's nightmare, weighing in at 400 pounds, the Meathead. 59% of the BENXT bucks wagered in favour of the Vent Wrongen here.
Move over Clayface, a new villain's in town. And that is, of course, the Meatface. Can the Vent Pervert overcome his newest rival? Let's find out. He's hyping himself up. It's a bit of a weird introductory thing. I thought it'd be a bit more focused than that. And we are underway. Vent Pervert giving up a few inches to Meatface here. Whoa! Meatface, though, showing some surprising agility as he ducks under that kick, but then the Vent Pervert immediately catching him with that leaping clothesline into the cover. Kick out at one. Chops, overhand strikes. Oh, and that spin kick as well from Batman. Batman now gets out the ring, gets back in the ring, just to show he can, just to show how fast he is. I always forget how massive Meatface is. He is the most massive. The Vent Pervert sending Meatface into the corner. Now following up with a boot to the midsection. Hoists him up. And down he goes. Batman to the middle rope. He doesn't have any of his gadgets here tonight. But that's not going to stop him from being a lethal weapon. Oh my goodness me! Speaking of which, off that jump, he hit him with I think it was just his fist, but he is wearing those gauntlets, and Meatface has been busted open. Batman follows up with an elbow drop, and he could make very quick work of Meatface indeed. Meatface still alive, though. Meatface still rocking in this one. Elbow drop from Batman. Batman now going back up to the top rope. Can Meatface interrupt? He's standing there like they often do. The stupid AI, the CPU, does not know what to do when someone's on the top rope, even if they could hit them and get them off. And he walks straight into that, and Batman just rolling him all over the floor, which is a bit cruel. And now, you don't want to be on the receiving end of any of the strikes of Batman's, or indeed any of the grapples, because he will break your knees and your elbows and all sorts. And now these two exchanging blows. I wouldn't want to be Meatface in this scenario, although Meatface seems to be holding his own. Big chop to Batman. Batman returns the favour. Back and forth, these two boys go. Big slap. Don't know who's going to get the upper hand. They may just punch each other in the face in a second. Let's find out. And again from Batman. Meatface sends one back. Now Meatface, two in a row. No counter from Batman. Oh, and here we go. It's all breaking down. It looks a bit silly. This is wrestling. And both of them absolutely stunned. And it's Meatface who manages to take advantage first. Ducks under. Over goes Batman. The Vent Pervert does have his signature. He's very close to his finisher as well. But Meatface has a signature of his own now. Into the cover goes Meatface. Will Meatface beat Batman? Imagine. No, Batman's still alive. But Batman's got to be careful. He walks into that signature that's waiting for him. Oh, and he's dodged it. That was Meatface's signature attempt. The Vent Pervert with a counter, and that's the signature maneuver of Batman. Batman into the cover. Is it good night for Meatface here? Not quite, but the Vent Pervert has two finishers stocked up. And he's going to go for one of them now. Meatface surely does not have much time left. Boot to the midsection from Batman. Oh, and he just snaps the neck. He doesn't kill, but my God, that's as close enough to it. Just snapping the neck of Meatface. I don't even know if Meatface has any limbs. It's difficult to say, quite frankly. Batman with a resounding victory here. It wasn't even... Oh, and hang on a second. It's the pufferfish. It's the pufferfish with a kendo stick. The Butterfield champion is here, and he's jumped Batman from behind. Batman wasn't expecting that. The pufferfish has laid down the challenge. I think these two are definitely going to collide for that belt once again. Blimey, the Vent Pervert having absolutely no problems whatsoever defeating Meatface here, but little did he know the pufferfish was lying in wait. What a normal fish that is. Very normal. Nothing wrong with that. And the pufferfish has made his intentions clear. Batman has returned that in kind as well. These two will continue to go at it. Up next, though, Bonklin goes one-on-one with the former Butterfield champion, Jill Sandwich. Bonklin, of course, was defeated last week by a fellow Pokemon trainer, Bonquit, in her debut. But how will Bonklin fare this week against a former champion? I say that as if Bonklin's never won a championship. He has. He is a former Little Kong Strong champion. But it could be a challenge for him. That's what I'm saying. It could be a bloody challenge for him. It will be, probably. Predictions will be live in a second. Get ready to watch Bonklin go one-on-one with Jill Sandwich. Oh, hang on. Okay. Bonklin making his way down to the ring. Jill Sandwich waiting for him. He's... Oh, no, hang on. It looks... Oh, hang on a second. It looks like Bonklin was about to give up on the match. But there's Bonquit. Bonquit's going to make sure that Bonklin has this match. The cowardly... Apparently he's cowardly. The cowardly Bonklin took one look at Jill Sandwich and thought, I don't want to wrestle you. But Bonquit was there, sending him into the ring to make sure that he does his job. And he doesn't do an awful lot around here, I've got to say. But I tell you what, in spite of that rocky beginning there, Bonklin is doing a very good job so far. Well, not now. He's looking like a bit of a prat now. And now these two are going to slap the hell out of each other. Big right hand from Bonklin. Big right hand from Jill Sandwich. These two are just open palm slapping each other across the face. 1 minute remains on the predictions. Who is going to walk out of this one with a victory? I mean, Jill Sandwich got the upper hand there in that exchange. And Bonklin ducks out the way. Oh, and then walks into a headbutt. Jill Sandwich, of course, was the second ever Butterfield champion after defeating the first champion, Lord Brotovich, for that gold. And she held on to it for a good long while, until she was dethroned by the Pufferfish at Walrus Mania after the Pufferfish won the Butterfield Championship tournament. Springboard elbow drop. Directly to the bread of the sandwich and, oh, goes for another one but misses. Jill Sandwich there. Snap suplex to Bonklin. And a counter from Bonklin. Back and forth these two go again. Lots of liquid wrestling here tonight. Reversals, exchanges, counters upon counters. My God, I wouldn't want to jump off that and do a drop kick, but fair enough. Bonklin not afraid. Basement drop kick to the side of the head of Jill Sandwich on the outside. Oh, misses it on the second attempt. Jill Sandwich back to her feet. Bonklin not far behind. She does the same to him. And now Jill Sandwich potentially going to go in and break the count. No, she's going to go to the top rope. Oh my God, and she's just done exactly the same thing that Bonklin did. These two are lunatics. And now, wrenching the neck back of Bonklin. I don't know why the referee has stopped his count. That's a bit weird. Now he's starting it again. Okay, there we are. Knee driven into the pad at ringside. And Bonklin again could be doing what Jill Sandwich just did. Oh, and that is a costly miss. The elbow strike. Landing wide of the target. Doomsday Saito suplex there. That may not have been what it was, but it looked similar. And Jill Sandwich, Bonklin. Oh, sent face first. And Jill Sandwich has two finishing maneuvers now. Looks like she's going to go for one of them on the outside. And she's got him in position. Maybe looking for a... Oh, she's going for a submission. Of course, a submission doesn't count on the outside, which is a bit of a strange decision. Up to a count of 6 now. Got to get Bonklin back in the ring. That is... No, okay, we got there in a roundabout way. Count has now been broken. Oh! Kick to the thigh. Oh! And a Shining Wizard from Bonklin. That was Bonklin's signature maneuver. Is Bonklin about to steal this thing? Surely not. Jill Sandwich had it won. And a kick out of one as well. But Bonklin does have his finishing maneuver. And Jill could be about to be splatted here by Bonklin. No. He got that, but that was not the finisher. Hello, Sarah. How are you? Up to the top rope. Oh, and that was the finisher. That sent on from the top rope. And I think Bonklin, in spite of how this match was going for him, has just beaten Jill Sandwich. Bonklin off a disappointing loss last week. Able to spring back here and get a victory over a former champion on Pip Down. Not quite what I'd expected out of this one necessarily, but good for Bonklin, I suppose. Big win nonetheless as the crowd boos. They're not thrilled about it, but that is the outcome regardless. Bonklin is your winner. And Bonkwit possibly a bit annoyed that she forced him to do that match, because actually that's probably going to be good for his confidence. And if you've got a rival, you want them to not be confident, right? That's how it goes. You got to take them out of the knee, criticize them endlessly. Up next, it is the Lidl Kong Strong Championship match. The current champion, the Drinks Fairy, Pippa's mum, looking to go back-to-back for the very first time. Of course, if she loses it here tonight, she could be called forth by the wheel again and become a 3-time champion. In fact, we could be seeing our first ever 3-time champion in just a moment. Lieutenant Hank Anderson has won the championship twice. All to play for. All the marbles. Dave Bautista, former Pip Down men's champion. Has he won the Little Kong Strong Championship? I don't think he has, but I have it written down here. Let's see. He has not. He has not won the championship. Sparkles has not won the championship. Neither has Chonk Boy. So there's a very good chance we could crown a new champion here tonight. Without much further ado, let's crack on and get to the entrances.
The following is a fatal 5-way tables match and is for the Lucha Libre Stampede Total Championship.
It's been a P-Volution heavy stream so far. We've seen EE Tim in action, we've seen Rim Flair in action, and now we see Dave Bautista in action, former Pip Down Tag Team Champion, one half of the longest reigning Tag Team Champions. Big Dave. Coolest pyro in the game. There it is. That always gonna have that last one. The Laviathan, Dave Bautista, looking to capture his first bit of singles gold on Pip Down. Oh God, why can't I find her music? Where is it? There it is! And here comes Sparkles. Sparkles Piss, the canonical wife of Barbara Piss, of course. Whenever we see her, she's very impressive. Hasn't really made much of a statement as yet. Is that a lie, actually? Has she won this championship before? Am I imagining that? I am imagining that. She's not won this championship before. She did win one of the qualifying matches, though, for the Butterfield tournament, if I remember rightly. Was not successful in the final, obviously, but she has done some stuff. Could win her first title in a moment. But if she does that, or if she thinks she wants it, it's unlikely that anybody wants it as much as this man.
Representing Team BENXT from Detroit, Michigan, weighing in at 270 pounds.
Welcome to the Detroit experience.
Hank Anderson staring down the barrel of a record-breaking third championship win in this division. He knows how to get the job done. But can he do it? That, of course, would mean that the champion is unsuccessful in defending her crown. And here comes the Drinks Fairy.
From Newcastle upon Tyne, England, the Lucha Libre Stampede Total Champion,
Muta O'Piper is here. The Little Kong Strong champion has arrived from manager to wrestler. She's won the championship twice in her second reign now. As I said earlier, can she make history by becoming the second ever person to successfully defend the championship every single week? Apart from 1 week, we have crowned a new champion. No one's ever been able to hold on to this title, apart from one other person. Can the Drinks Fairy join that illustrious list? And perhaps the biggest boy in this match, descending from the heavens,
weighing in at 274 pounds,
Chunk Boy, with his 11-hour entrance. Here he comes. Slowly, he's not even descending yet. He's thinking about it. And now he's coming down. He's on his way to grace us with his presence. I think one of the things we remarked upon actually last time we saw him is that he wasn't big enough. He wasn't tall enough. So that might be a bit more admin that we have to do after this match. Either way, I'm going to skip his entrance because we'll be here all night. Welcome Chonk Boy to the match. There it is, the Little Kong Strong Championship, with beautiful reliefs designed by the incredibly talented Danji's Designs. And we're underway. Sparkles sending the champion over the top rope. Chonk Boy doing the same to Big Dave. And of course the goal here, to put someone through a table. Doesn't matter where, doesn't matter when, you just have to be the first person to do it, at which point the match ends. And we have ourselves a winner. Drop kick from the Drinks Fairy. Another kick to Chonk Boy, who again, he must be about 5'5". He needs to be bigger than that. We need to get him taller to that. Taller than that, sorry, taller to that. Sparkles plants Dave Bautista. And it's the Drinks Fairy and Sparkles who are stood tall at the moment. Oh, drop kick from Sparkles to the champion. Now Big Dave. Oh, and... oh! Hank Anderson's introduced a chair to proceedings as Dave Bautista is the first person to slide a table into the ring. And he somehow manages to disarm Big Dave. Sparkles rolling to the outside where the Drinks Fairy is. Drinks Fairy's got to be careful, very close to that table. Sometimes, as the Drinks Fairy knows all too well, you can accidentally put someone through a table or be put through a table. And that will still result in the victory. So any kind of maneuver near a table is dangerous. And the Drinks Fairy not quite in a position to throw Sparkles through it from that side. But she's got her in the right ballpark. And now here comes Hank. And Hank... ooh, getting very close to that table as well. Dave Bautista and Chonk Boy on their own inside the ring. If one of them erected that table and threw the other through it, no one will be there to stop them. Sparkles and Hank getting dangerously close to that table. Bloody hell. There goes Chonk Boy. Everybody is playing a very dangerous game here in this match. Oh, God. Dave nearly just went through it. The Drinks Fairy is on her own in there. She's got a table. She's setting it up. But that's not going to matter if... Oh, fucking hell. Sparkles nearly put Chonk Boy through. That table is in a very precarious position indeed. Sparkles looking to get Chonk Boy back in the ring here. Does so. It's just the two of them in there now. Drinks Fairy needs to be paying attention to this, otherwise she could, well, lose her championship here. Chonk Boy with Sparkles. Neither of them looking at the table at this juncture. And Sparkles now could well have clocked where that table is, looking to send Chonk Boy into it. Could Sparkles be about to win her first championship? No one else is there. Chonk Boy with the counter. Chonk Boy now has an opportunity to win. As he continues to ignore the table, the Drinks Fairy seemingly completely uninterested in defending her title. She's just taking it to the two gentlemen on the outside of the ring. Cultaholic, welcome in. You join us at the apex of this. So did someone just go through a table? Hang on, Sparkles. And Sparkles is the winner. Sparkles has put Chonk Boy through the table. And Sparkles is your new Little Kong Strong champion. It looked like a table collapsed on the outside there. That was really weird. Everyone got incredibly close. Let's see if we can get a replay of that. Just but there, it looked like, in fact, it looked like the Drinks Fairy went through the table, to be fair. But it was Chonk Boy who went through. And we have a new champion. Sam and Ross, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, Raiders. Welcome to BENXT. This is our weekly ridiculous WWE 2K25 universe mode. If you're here, you have BENXT bucks, as we call them, so you can predict on who you think is going to win each match. And that's what we do. And you've just tuned into the end of this match where Sparkles has won her first ever championship, the Little Kong Strong Championship. Congratulations to Sparkles. Congratulations to those of you who wagered your BENXT bucks in predicting that she would win. Unfortunately for the Drinks Fairy, it was not her night to go back-to-back, but she's still on the board at 2 victories, tied for that record. And we know that when we spin that wheel, there's a very good chance that she'll be called, because for some reason it loves to call the Drinks Fairy, so she might win that 3rd title after all, you know. Okay, it's going in the spreadsheet. The real-life Drinks Fairy is sad now. It is. That is sad. It's a sad development. Sparkles. One-time champion. There we go. Moving right along. WCPW Refused to Lose featuring Kurt Angle versus Joe Hendry. Was that the one that was at the ice rink? The ice rink in Manchester? I was at that one. I worked that show. It was really cool. And there was a gaming... It was in Newcastle. Okay, maybe not that one then. What's the one in the ice rink? Those first few shows, I was at quite a lot of them, but the longer it went on, I wasn't allowed to come anymore. I wasn't allowed to go. Narugan, thank you very much for the resub. 8 months. Appreciate it. Thank you very much indeed. Oh, God, look who's next. It's Gollum. Gollum versus the Winkler with the entire Brot Means Bread faction in his corner. Terrible. I don't know why this match is happening. And it's horrible that we're going to have to see Gollum. Was it because you made Speedball Mike Bailey sad? No, that was the last ever one I worked, and I actually offered to work it. I said, can I come and work this in exchange for some time in lieu? Because I need some time off, and I don't have any more holidays. That one was in Newcastle. The one where Pacitti betrays Kirby. Was that not in Liverpool? Or was that a different moment? When everyone threw the glow sticks at him? Was that one, or was that another one? Or did that just happen a lot? They all sort of blend together. How many years ago was this now? 10 years ago now? That's fucking mad. Right, Gollum versus the Winkler. 1-on-1 up next. P-Evolution needs a lot of time in lieu. I knew one of you would say that. Here we go. Let's do this thing. Oh god, I don't like how he phases in and out of existence. It really freaks me out. No! No!
Another time, weighing in at 102 pounds.
102 pounds. He's basically a helium balloon. Slorp. Plip. Plop. Plip. Plop. Slorp. Awful, awful. Get him off my screen. I don't want to look at him. I don't want to look at him. Get out of here, you wretched freak. Are they going to come out together? Gollum just taking his time, having a moment. Where are they? There they are! It's Brot Means Bread. It's the first time we've seen them all together. Lord Brotovich, the leader, flanked by German Cheggers, Cannon-Headed Apple Boy, and of course the Winkler, who is in action in this very match. Lord Brotovich full of confidence. Chicken nugget grease from catering fresh in his hair. You hear a woman in the crowd screaming. Could be because she's a big fan of Brot Means Bread. Could also be because she's just realised Gollum is in the ring, and that is inherently quite terrifying. Okay, off we go. Hello, number 27, welcome in. The Winkler is confident. He's ready. I'm going to let this play out while I have a drink. Oh my god, Gollum! No! Gollum. Oh, going to work on the leg of the big man. Locking him up there. And putting an awful lot of pressure on the knee. The Winkler has nowhere to go. The Winkler probably could just reach over him with a single hand, crush his entire skull. But that's by the by. I don't think that mechanic exists. Oh my god! No, Gollum! Why can he do that? It's because he weighs as much as a helium balloon, of course. That's why. He has insane hang time. Because there's nothing to him. Oh god! That's surely just snapping every single bone in Gollum's little bird fingers. Horrible. Boot to the spine from the Winkler. The Winkler now gesturing for Gollum to get back to his feet. Oh my god, and he's just kicked Gollum's head straight off its shoulders. I think it's in the 15th row now. Oh, and a springboard, just a huge clubbing blow to the back of Gollum. As Gollum is still miraculously standing here. Every single strike that Gollum takes is just devastating to his entire body. And Gollum again looking for something stupid. Springboard. Split-legged moonsault, perhaps off the top rope. Not really sure what you'd call that. Anyway. Gollum. Oh god, just throttling and slamming the Winkler into the canvas. And up goes Gollum again. Gollum. Oh no, diving headbutt. That was a diving headbutt from Gollum. Doesn't really affect him as much as it would a normal person because there's no brains in there at all. Shriveled. There's nothing going on in his head. Gollum does have his signature. And the Winkler's going to want to look out here. Oh no! He's so horrible. Gollum doing his best Emma impression as he lowers himself into that submission maneuver, and then with the release and a massive German suplex into the bridge from the big German superstar. Gollum does have his finisher now, though. The Winkler has not actually taken any damage yet, visibly. And now it's Gollum's turn to be slammed into the canvas over and over again. As the Winkler looks to build some momentum against that disgusting, pale little monster. And Gollum, oh god, sent face first. The Winkler, that is way too far. There's absolutely no way he's going to make it all the way over there. Oh my god, he's bloody done it as well. That is the biggest missile dropkick I've ever seen in my entire life. The big man walking over the top rope. Slingshot sent on into the cover. Gollum in a spot of bother here. You can see the rest of Brock Means Bread there on the outside. And now Gollum is right among them. Gollum gets out the ring, back in immediately into the grasp of... Oh no! The pop-up uppercut to Gollum. Is it good night for Gollum? Not quite. The Winkler and Gollum both have their finisher now. And I think Gollum might be about to be punched out of his socks. Let's see. Counter from Gollum. Oh no! That leaping DDT plants the Winkler. That is Gollum's finisher. And Gollum drags him into position, rolls into the cover. I don't think the Winkler is hurt enough for this to actually be the victory that he's seeking, and it is not. As Gollum overhand strike, the Winkler is down, off the ropes, diving in. Gollum to the top rope. Look out, the Winkler, look out. No, he goes round, slingshot. Oh, God. Everything he does makes me sick to my stomach. And now Gollum. Oh, my God, he can never have children. The Winkler can never have children now. Gollum's doing it again. Okay, no, he's not. I was going to say, referee needs to step in here. Into the walls of Jericho. The double leg Boston Crab. And fortunately for the Winkler, he has the wherewithal to fight his way out of it. But Gollum's not done. Now he's done. The Winkler shoos him away with ease. And now the Winkler needs to hit his finisher. Put this thing to bed. We can stop looking at Gollum. Oh no, but Gollum with the counter. Gollum's now stolen his finisher. Gollum has a signature and a finisher. And if he manages to get both of these, Gollum is going to win. He locks in the sleeper hold. The Winkler, please do not tap out to Gollum. Don't you? No, he's tapped out to Gollum. The Winkler has submitted to Gollum. Gollum has submitted the Winkler. And I can only assume the rest of Brock Means Bread just swarm the ring to save their boy, because Gollum is not going to let go. I was about to say, if the Winkler hit his finisher, then it'd be off to catering for the Brock Means Bread after party. They'd all have a great time talking German, talking about German stuff. But no. Gollum able to counter the Winkler's finisher attempt, and then Gollum able to lock in this sleeper hold, and it's Gollum, oh God, who defeats the Winkler. Plip, plop, plip, plop. He's horrible. He's horrible. I hate him. I hate him. Oh. Gollum on the hunt. On the hunt for the ring and also for his next championship, perhaps, in BENXT. I dare to think about it. I dare to think about it. Don't call him Goatlum. How dare you? Awful. That means it's main event time, guys. I say we vote out Gollum for 2K26. I'm gonna be sick. Main event time. The Pitdown Women's Champion, the Chevrolet Matisse, takes on Carla. Carla has her tag team partner Santina Morella in her corner. Of course, Carla did challenge the Chevrolet Matisse for the Pitdown Women's Championship at BENXT Stand and Deliver, the pay-per-view that we had on the last stream. Unsuccessful, but it looks like the rivalry is continuing tonight. Can Carla defeat the champion in a non-title match? Car versus Carla. Yes. Absolutely. Now, Carla will have her tag team partner, Santina Morella, out there with her. Chevrolet Matisse, though, we do know, has a best friend. A best friend car, the Fisher-Price car from BENXT. These two are joined at the hip, or rather at the axle. And we've seen on numerous occasions when either the Fisher-Price car is in action or the Chevrolet Matisse is in action that the other will come out to the ring to provide a distraction for their friend. Could that happen tonight? We have to be ready. We have to be ready. Predictions are now live. The Pitdown Women's Champion is in action now in the main event of Pitdown. Well, yeah. There's the champ. The Chevrolet Matisse. Wearing her hard fought for gold. It's a bit too big for her, really. The Chevrolet Matisse won this championship by defeating Pippa the Cat for it, in what was then a bit of an upset, but she's taken on all comers ever since, and as it stands, is by far the longest reigning Pip Down Women's Champion of all time, and only the second ever. Will Carla be the one to eventually dethrone her? That's the question, and it starts tonight. That new march towards a championship opportunity. And here they are. San Martino Marcella. Carla and Santina Morella, collectively known as Santina Morella, are former two-time BENXT Tag Team Champions. Neither of them have experienced singles gold. It would be huge for Carla to beat the champion tonight, albeit in a non-title match. Again, opening up opportunities potentially down the line for her to have another crack at the belt. And here we go. Is Carla Ariana Grace's sister? No. She is her aunt. I have, in this very moment, decided that Santina Morella and Carla are brother and sister. There we are. Oh, and Carla just short of that springboard moonsault, and that is going to cost her. And you don't want to let the champion get rolling as she hits Carla with that little bit of moniker into the choke. Now, Chevrolet Matisse stamping on the fingers, the digits of Carla. Carla down. Boot to the back of the leg. Full mount counter from Carla, who rains down some forearms to the face or the bonnet. Oh, and she gets that one. Springboard moonsault connects there. Referee is in position. Only a count of one, though. Carla sends the car into the corner. Dropkick swatted aside by the champion. But the champion stumbles straight back into some particularly vicious strikes on the part of Carla. Carla sent to the ropes. Oh, and Carla's ready. Very impressive from Carla, and a kip up after the fact as well into the cover. Very impressive work from Carla so far. We've seen this play out time and time again, though. Momentum in a match often swings back and forth. It's very rare that we have just a very, very one-sided affair. Case in point. Oh, dragon leg screw. Drops Carla. Santina Morella watching on intensely. On the right-hand side of the screen there. I'm basically obscuring him, but he is there. And now throttling and slamming Carla into the canvas is the Chevrolet Matisse. Right hands coming down again to the forehead of the potential future challenger for that Pip Down Women's title. Carla now. Repeated boots. I don't get to watch BENXT often enough. Can I ask where my boy Beggy Mops has gone? I missed that unit. I believe he was in the Aldi Red Thunder Battle Royal just last week, on last week's stream. So he's definitely around. He's not involved in any active feuds, so he's sort of at the mercy of the wheel and whenever the computer decides to put him in a match. But he's there, I promise you. Method Drone 84, thank you so much for the resub. 5 months. Oh yeah, first stream since before Xmas, but VODs have been my lifeline. Well, I'm glad you've been enjoying the VODs. Thank you for watching them. I appreciate it very much. And welcome back. Exchanging blows now, these two. And down goes Carla. Carla is stunned. The Chevrolet Matisse has her signature. Carla in a spot of bother here. She rolls into position. That is the longest elbow drop I've ever seen. By which I mean the distance on that from the champion. Very impressive. Carla kicks out at 2. Chevrolet Matisse still with a signature in tow. Carla able to counter at just the right time. Carla still a little distance from hers. And Carla will take a full run up before a basement dropkick in the corner. That lands cleanly. Springboard moonsault, champion out of the way, and this could be very costly for Carla indeed. Chevrolet Matisse gets her back to her feet. Deep 6 from the champion into the cover. Is this all she wrote? For Carla, not quite, but Chevrolet Matisse now has her finisher, and Carla does not want to be hit by that car. Carla's got to be careful. This could be the beginning of the end. Into a powerbomb position. Up and down, just throwing her like she weighs nothing. Elbow drop follows it up. Carla struggling. Back to her feet. Boot to the spine will not help that. Carla being assisted now, but only to get hit in the back with that double axe handle. Carla groggy on the ropes, bouncing back on. She's been hit by the car. Chevrolet Matisse with the spear. Carla has been hit by the car, and for the second time, the Chevrolet Matisse defeats Carla. Unfortunately for her, as well as she was doing, the Chevrolet Matisse hit that deep 6, and then beep beep indeed. Carla got hit by a car, and this was the moment here. No, this was the this was the moment here. Carla sent into the ropes, and bam! Carla hit by a car. And the champion manages to see off her potential future challenger for a second time. Big win for the Chevy. And Santina Morella, unfortunately powerless in this one, just has to watch on as his tag team partner eats all of that spear. And according to that, that may well actually be the end of their feud. Chevrolet Matisse has defeated Carla on the big stage. After an intense back-and-forth rivalry for weeks, the winner's emphatic victory over her rival has sent them falling in the standings for a title match, and it'll likely take her some time to work her way back into the running for the championship. So unfortunately for Carla, her showing was not good enough, and that will probably be the last time she enters the ring with the champion for a while. Unfortunate. Thus concludes this episode of Pip Down. It's time to move on to BENXT. Oh, that's me broke. Glad I restrict my gambling to BENXT. I am not good at it. That's a very good way to go about it. You can indulge a little here, but success here does not mean you're going to have success in real gambling, and gambling is bad. Don't gamble. Here we predict, and that's legally different. Eventually we'll be able to continue to the next screen. Not yet though. Here we go. Let's see what we're going to get given for BENXT. Whoa, what a match. Look at that. Before we take a look at the rest of it, let's have a look at what the calendar... We've got one more Pip Down. Oh, this is the end of the year. Our first year of BENXT is at an end. I can't even look to the next month. Wow. We go via financial years here in BENXT. Jofa's Jams, thank you. 10 stream streak. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Enjoy those BENXT bucks. So I can't even have a look at when the next pay-per-view is. It will be next month, but yeah. A full in-game year. Incredible. Right, here we go. Let's see what it's given us. Dominic Mysterio and Pissin of the Undisputed Era take on Nathan Cake and Dave Benson Phillips. Dick Mychenko versus... Huh? That's a promo. We might cut that because we need the Aldi Red Thunder match. Emma the Bear and Grimace have a promo. 2 promos to choose from. Billy Ray Walrus versus Brian Butterfield versus Chavo Guerrero in a triple threat match. And in the main event, Seth Pissin Rollins versus Mikey Johnso. Hell yeah, okay. Alright, well, what are we cutting? I think that one, because it's probably not going to work, and I can't be arsed. Let's make that the Battle Royal match for the Aldi Red Thunder Championship, which means it's wheel time. And of course, the new Aldi Red Thunder champion is Pippa fucking Funnel. Well done, Pippa. 2 wins, 2 losses, and a champion to boot. Let's get that wheel up. Here we go. Stop pressing the wrong button, you div. There we go. Spin it. Who's getting called first? Michael Jugson is the first to be called. Big Jugs. Awful. Dr. Hill. His tag team partner had a go last week. Didn't work out very well. Dr. Hill has been in a number of these matches and he's never won it. Could be different this time. Spin the wheel. 4th place goes to Zombie Cheggers, of course. Grimace is in a promo, so we're going to skip over her. Chavo Guerrero is in a match. We're going to skip over him. DBP is in a match. We're going to skip over him. Jesus, come on, wheel. Nathan Cake is in a match. We're going to skip over him. It's the most we've ever spun the wheel in a row. A new record. Mikey Johnson's in a bloody match as well. What is happening? Miss This Legs, finally. There's a new one we haven't had. Legs is in the match. And the final slot, 1 win and 11 losses. Oh no. The final slot goes to Wet Boy. What? Look at this, right? I'm pressing L2 to go between the letters. I go to W, and it's still on A. Like there, Ashley Olsen. So if I press up, it just goes back to A again. So that's good. That's working well. I suppose I'll scroll manually, like some sort of loser, huh? Suppose I'll just do it manually then. Alrighty. Pippa, you're defending your championship. I did put her in, didn't I? She's in there, right? Yes, she is. Okay, save that. Can I say I really appreciate you not doubling up wrestlers? I'm glad. And I appreciate you saying that. I'm sorry it took me so long. Someone told me that it's been in the comments of the VODs for quite a while. And I should have thought about it before now. It means we get to see more people, right? And that's fun. Okay. The Unpisputed Era take on the makeshift team of Nathan Cake and Dave Benson Phillips up first. Don't know why. Spoiler for the rivalry. Don't look at that too closely. Here we go. I've also heard the same at the local market, and they are happy you made the change. Thank you. Tell the local market, thank you. Here we go, everybody. Let's do it.
Cause we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution.
It's so silly. These two with their fucking Barbara haircuts. Pissin and Dominic Pisterio both representing the Unpisputed Era. We saw Dom win in the main event of BENXT on last week's show. Pistin stuck his nose in and helped out on a few occasions, but here we go. These two tagging for the first time, as far as I'm aware. We'll see how they get on. It's our first proper tag match of the stream, I suppose, isn't it? Ooh! The Pissed Boys are in town. Can they possibly overcome this makeshift tag team? Get your Uncharted back. Love it. Where is he? Oh, there he is.
From Boston, Massachusetts, weighing in at 309 pounds, Nathan Case.
Tell you what I bloody want. A new Uncharted game. Now it has been a decade since Uncharted 4. We had Lost Legacy, I suppose, in 2017. But God, it's been way too bloody long. Give me an Uncharted game. I need it. I need it, man. Get this fucking live service slop out of my face. Get this free-to-play bollocks out of here. Your battle pass, shove it up your ass. Give me Nathan Drake dangling from monuments and killing way too many people. That's what I want. That's what gets me out of bed. Hey, I fixed the games industry, everyone. I fixed it. I think they need to remaster The Last of Us again first. I did forget, in fairness, I forgot about it. That is definitely the priority. Dave Benson Phillips, here he comes, teaming with Nathan Cake here. Big task for these two to overcome. Let's see how they get on. Dom will start things off for his team, Cake for his. And we're underway. Jessica Carr calls for the bell. Oh, Nathan winding up that punch. Dominic should have seen it coming from a mile away, but he didn't. Walked straight into that. Nathan grabs a hold of Dom. Dom, on the receiving end of that forearm. Nate putting his whole weight into it as he collapsed on top of him as well. Boot to the midsection on a prone Dominic. Pisterio tag made. In comes Dave Benson Phillips, the former tag team champion. Tell you what, if you were randomly paired up with a wrestler to have a tag team match, you'd want to have it with a former champion, wouldn't you? They cannot do another Uncharted. It's going to be their daughter, and that would just be Tomb Raider. Still okay with it. Still cool with that. And also, we know Nathan's had loads of adventures that haven't been covered yet. I mean, he had a very public adventure in the Vita game, Golden Abyss, that has never seen a port or an adaptation of any kind. It wasn't great, but I'd still play it if they ported it.
They should make a final remaster of The Last of Us and call it The Last of It. Oh, it helped you. Now laugh, please.
I laughed, Narugan, I laughed. Thank you for the bits. Did you play the Indiana Jones game? Yes, I did. I did, and I really enjoyed it. And then afterwards, I replayed Uncharted 4, and I thought, this is so much better than the Indiana Jones game. And I think, as good as the Indiana Jones game was, I enjoyed it so much because I'm missing that genre. I'm missing that swashbuckling, world, globe-trotting, international treasure hunting genre. The game's great, though. Really liked it. Nathan Cake's in now, and if you just... I mean, the tale of the HUD says that the Undisputed Era are actually being absolutely dominated by Nathan Cake and Dave Benson Phillips thus far. Oh, and a big kick to the face. Nathan Cake sends Pistin Cage into that top right corner, and now Cake following it up. Oh, walks straight into an elbow from Pistin. Pistin now boots the midsection of Nathan Cake, spins him around, neck breaker. And you're not going to treasure hunt if you've got a broken neck or do much of anything, quite frankly. Some would argue that it's not good for you. Brave stance, but there we go. Backbreaker now from Pistin. And now we're starting to see the Undisputed Era roll, he says, as Nathan Cake counters with several elbow strikes and then a drop kick. Nathan Gets Pissin back to his feet. Pissin sent into enemy territory. Tag made. In comes Dave. And up and down goes Pissin. Dave Benson Phillips, the legal man now. Pissin able to dive to make the tag. Dominic Mysterio legal once again as Dave gets him up in a powerbomb position. Oh, and straight into a cutter. Impressive stuff from the former tag champ. I mean, you have the new Tomb Raider coming out, and that could fit the Uncharted hole you have. Absolutely could. I'm looking forward to it for that exact reason. And also, I've been meaning to for a long time, play the Tomb Raider reboot trilogy. The Shadow of the Tomb Raider, all that lot. Because I played the first one when it came out, and I didn't really like it. But I think it's because I had Uncharted at that point. Now, if I go back and play all three of them, I think I'd love them. I think I'd have a great time. So, that's on my to-do list eventually. Nathan Cake sends Dominic for a ride. Tell you what, the Undisputed Era boys are not doing very well, are they? At all. Big right hand to Nathan Cake. Nathan does have his signature. Dominic could be walking directly into it. Oh, the Superman punch from Nathan Cake. Directly into the cover goes Nathan. And Pissin will break it up. Of course, this means that Pissin will now have to leave the ring. He will not... Oh! Nathan takes out Jessica Carr. He takes out the referee. And Nathan, scoop slam. Oh, and the referee's back up now. I was going to say, that could have cost him there. Nathan Cake does have his finisher. Pissin Cage is not allowed to enter the ring now until a tag is made by Dominic. And Nathan, I think, may have squandered his opportunity to hit his finisher unless... Actually, he might be able to do it now. I thought Dominic was going to be able to get the upper hand. But Pissin unable to come in and break up any further pin attempts, and Dominic is in a bad way. Nathan Cake, this ramshackle team, could be about to pick up a monumental victory here. Springboard moonsault takes out Cake, though, at just the right time. Dominic really needs to make a tag. Into the cover goes Dominic Mysterio, closing in on a finisher and a signature of his own. Although Dave Benson Phillips also has a signature, it's not looking very good. Nathan Cake sending Dom into his corner. Tag made. And we're going to see a little bit of tag team offense here. Dominic Mysterio off the ropes. Double flapjack there. And Dom needs to make a tag so desperately. Dom rolling to the outside. DBP on hot pursuit. Boot to the face. Dominic hoisted back to his feet. Dave sends him back into the ring and follows after. Dave looking for a slingshot senton. Doesn't find the mark. He's still going to get back to his feet before Dom does, but not ideal for him. Counter from Dom. And Dom now. Oh, and a counter from DBP. Straight back. Leaping DDT. Down goes Dom into the cover. Is this it? Is Dave Benson Phillips going to put away Dominic Mysterio? Not quite. But Dave now has his finisher. Dom is absolutely smashed up here. And a tag made. We could be looking for a tag team finisher here. And the leg drop. Beautifully executed. Dom is in so much trouble. It's ridiculous. I cannot believe that he's still hanging in this thing. If Nathan goes for a cover, Nathan Cake will pin Dominic Mysterio and the Undisputed Era, who have been fairly dominant in every single capacity we've seen them in, will end up losing. I don't really know what that was, but tag made to DBP. Dom needs to make a tag himself. He's not able to do it. Dave Benson Phillips straight back on the offense. Into the cover. You can't win off dropping an elbow. You can't do that. Surely not. Oh my God. That was a terrible, terrible victory. What a horrible move to end that match. The Undisputed Era were absolutely destroyed there. And if they are indeed the #1 contenders for the tag championships, as we suspected, then quite frankly, they've got a lot of ground to make up, because it looked like these two didn't even know each other in this match. Can we see that final move again? Let's see. No, we can't. It just ended. That was a horrible end to that match. But fair enough to Dave Benson Phillips and Neil Buchanan. No, Dave Benson Phillips and Nathan Cake, that's his name. tell you what, Seth, Pissin, Rollins is going to have a word with these two backstage. And by these two, I mean Pistin and Dominic Pisterio, because not good. Not a good performance tonight from those two. If they want to capture tag gold, they need to do better than that. Good morning, Tori, by the way. Welcome in. Up next, we have the Aldi Red Thunder Championship, defended by Pippa Funnel. And she is defending against Zombie Cheggers, Michael Jugson, Dr. Anal Hill, Miss This Legs, and Wet Boy. I've seen worse wins on BENXT, like most of Gravy Bay. Gravy Bay was terrible. The cursed Gravy Bay. Right. Let's get rolling. I might need to go see Tim again, guys, before we get the predictions going. I'm going to go and do it. I'm going to go and see Tim. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. And then it's time for the Aldi Red Thunder Battle Royal. Please don't go away. Please don't go. I found her. She was lurking. I got her. You gonna sit and watch the show? Are you? Are you? You're in my chair now. You're not gonna say hi. You were screaming at me on the landing again. You get stage fright, don't you? Hmm? No? No words? No thoughts? Hmm? Come on. Give us a squeak. No? Okay. Fair enough. Okay. You can sit down. You can watch the show. No, you're gonna watch it. She's gonna watch it downstairs. She's just gonna watch it downstairs. She'll watch it downstairs. That's fine. That's where she prefers to watch it sometimes. It's okay. No squeaks tonight. No squeaks for us. Okay. My dudes and my dudettes and my dude others. Predictions are now live. Let's rock and flip and roll. Rock and roll, motherfucker. Rock and roll. Here we go. Here we go.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the All-Star Ring Total Championship.
Zombie Cheggers
Introducing the challenger from another time.
stumbles
weighing in
out.
at 228 pounds. The Zombie Keith.
The Zombie Keith is not on the scoreboard as far as I can tell. For the Aldi Red Thunder Championship, he has never won this title. I would say it would mean a lot for him to win it, but like, I don't know if he has desires or is capable of rational thought at this point in his life is not the right word, existence. Let's go with that instead. The zombie is here. And get ready, everybody. I hope you've got your dancing shoes on, because what have you had for your flipping tea?
Hey, pop your head further closer. Hey, comfortable there. What's your name?
Currently playing Lego Lord of the Rings and I've repeatedly pushed Gollum into the lava. Shot him with arrows and hacked away at him with my axe. All for you, my beloved.
Narugan, thank you. That's what Gollum deserves. Welcome in, Playmaker. So glad you could be here. Garlic and chips. He's fucking hopped up on something, isn't he? He's on the gear. But what is it? Who knows? Stunts on that.
I fucking did. No, you're the best at fucking pulling stunts on your pedal bike. Well, I'm being doing stuff.
I just love how perfectly timed that music is to his entrance. Perfection. Final vote tally: Zombie Cheggers 4%, Michael Jugson 22%, Dr. Anal Hill 19%, Pippa Funnel 15%, Miss This Legs 22%, and Wet Boy 18%. And here he is. Current tag team champion Dr. Hill could become a double title holder tonight.
Representing the Dangerous Alliance from your darkest fears, weighing in at 190 pounds, one half of the NXT.
Oh, what the hell? Why is there a flaming table? What is that? What's that? What's that? What is that? Can someone please ring the fire alarm? Oh, it's gone. Okay, we're fine. That was weird. Gotta love this game. Always keeps you guessing. There we are. Dr. Hill is here, and the arena is no longer on fire. We're fine. Which of course means it's now time for the champion to make her entrance. Definitely the underdog, I would say, in last week's Aldi Red Thunder Battle Royal. But that's how they get you. Never expect it. Pippa Funnel, the current Aldi Red Thunder champion. Can she defend her title? We'll see. We'll see. 2 more entrants left to go here before we get underway. Just enjoying the music though, so I'm going to keep doing that. You can't take it away from me. Okay, apparently you can. Fair enough. Is this legs?
Is this legs?
Yes, boy, it is legs.
And introducing the challenger, standing at 7 feet tall, Miss Legend.
Miss This Legs. Has she won the championship before? No. Looking at potentially another first-time winner here in this match. And we have just one more entrant to go. And it is, of course, the former BENXT Tag Team Champion. The wettest boy in the whole wide world.
And introducing the challenger.
Here he is. Speaking of this entrance, we weren't speaking of it, but we're speaking of it now. Did any of you watch last night's NXT? I watched it this morning. The guy who has that entrance, Lex is King, he was chatting backstage to someone, casually sat down in a chair, and then the chair just slid horizontally out of frame, and it was the coolest and most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. It really made me laugh, and I was like, actually, that's rad. That's really dumb, but I enjoyed it a lot because he was making his entrance at the same time. So he just finished his conversation and just went, whoop, just slid out. It's fantastic. Love it. Anyway, we should all be watching NXT. It's stupid. Or BENXT if you'd prefer. Here it is. The Aldi Red Thunder Championship. Defended every week in a battle royal. Throw someone over the top rope to eliminate them. Oh my god, everyone's battering the hell out of each other. Hello, Dr. Ted. Welcome in. Big leg drop from Legs, as you would expect. Dr. Hill looking to decapitate the champion Pippa Funnel, but completely misses, luckily for Pippa. And Wet Boy now. Everyone of a similar height in this match, apart from Legs, although actually that's not true because Legs only goes up to the waist because it's just Legs. Everything that you see above the waist of Legs... Oh, Wet Boy hanging on. Everything you see above the waist of Legs is an optical illusion. It's not actually there. Dr. Hill, Wet Boy on the ropes, going for an early elimination. Unlikely to be successful, but you never know. Stranger things have happened. Wet Boy clinging on. Michael Jugson's been eliminated. No! Pippa Funnel has eliminated Michael Jugson. First blood has been drawn by the champion. Pippa Funnel ruthless in her defense of her Aldi Red Thunder Championship. Jugson has been eliminated. We have 5 participants left. Don't really know what happened there. Missed this Legs doing some weird psychic wizardry there. Wheelbarrow into a facebuster or a bulldog. Wet Boy up to the middle rope. Zombie Cheggers getting back to his feet. Diving shoulder tackle. Dr. Hill double underhook. Ooh, counter into the arm drag from Pippa Funnel. And now Zombie Cheggers potentially on the receiving end of an elimination attempt courtesy of Wet Boy. Has him up, does Wet Boy. Zombie Cheggers hanging on, still hanging on, and Legs taking out Hill. Catches him, just catches him with that leg drop. And now Legs. Oh, the famouser from Legs to the champion. Stiff kick to the face of Dr. Hill, but he does counter. Wet Boy still taking on Zombie Cheggers there. It's funnier to imagine she can grab people with her legs. Let's go with that then. She's got psychic leg power. Dr. Hill, boot to the midsection, double underhook. Gets her up, face first. Wet Boy out of the way of the attempted Zombie Cheggers elimination, and now a knee to the face. The champion being walked over to the ropes by Wet Boy. She fights out of it. Dr. Hill picks up Legs. Legs now. Oh, sent into a collision in the corner there. There's 4 people all in that corner. Hurricane Rana into the full mount, and then several punches from Dr. Hill, who goes up to the top rope, drops the elbow straight through where the heart used to be of Zombie Cheggers. And now Dr. Hill going for the elimination on Wet Boy. Wet Boy, the least damaged participant in this match. Not a successful elimination attempt, as you would expect. And what is Legs doing? Very impressive from Legs, but not able to connect with anyone because they had iframes. Up on the shoulders, Michinoku driver from Dr. Hill. And now the champion. Oh no, a bit of confusion there between the champion and Wet Boy. Wet Boy looking to eliminate the champion. Champion off the ropes. There goes Legs. Legs has been eliminated. We're down to 4. Wet Boy, Funnel, Hill and Cheggers. Oh, and a tombstone pile driver from Dr. Hill to Wet Boy, as you hear someone in the front row yell, finish him. That's a bit macabre, but that's fine. Big boot from Zombie Cheggers to Dr. Hill, who gets back to his feet. And Hill has not forgotten about that. Potentially looking for the elimination here. Got him in the corner. Oh, and just biting at the... I wouldn't bite at the face of a zombie. That feels like a way to get a horrible infection. And Pippa Funnel looking to eliminate another person in this match. Wet Boy's gone. We're down to 3. Pippa Funnel stands a fairly good chance of retaining her championship here. Oh, but she's interrupted Dr. Hill as he was almost certain to eliminate Zombie Cheggers there. And because of that, Cheggers able to cling on. Enziguri from Dr. Hill to the champion Pippa Funnel. Oh, Hill manages to accidentally hit Funnel there. Double underhook again. Oh, God. Future shock DDT. Dr. Hill flipping out of that back suplex attempt. Counter from Pippa Funnel. These two going back and forth. Off the ropes. Over goes Dr. Hill. Still in this thing. Pippa Funnel turns her attention now to Zombie Cheggers. Funnel slips out. Cheggers walked over to the ropes. Funnel looking to get another elimination here. She has Cheggers up. Cheggers clinging on for dear life. Dr. Hill's going to lend a hand as well. These two uniting. And over goes Cheggers. We're down to 2. Will Funnel retain, or will Dr. Hill capture his first Aldi Red Thunder Championship and become a double champion? Dr. Hill, Pippa Funnel into the ropes. Pippa Funnel ducks under, German suplex with the release. Misses with that. Dr. Hill out of the way. Pippa Funnel now catches the leg, sweeps the other. Continuing to go to work on the leg of Dr. Hill. Single leg crab now. And Dr. Hill able to power out of that. We're in the deep water of this match now. Pippa Funnel, though, with a finisher in tow. If she gets Dr. Hill in the right position, she could eliminate him instantly. And I think she's setting him up now. Counter from Dr. Hill. That is very lucky indeed. And Dr. Hill is going to go for his finisher. The Tombstone Pile Driver gets absolutely all of it. And we could be on the precipice of Dr. Hill winning his first Aldi Red Thunder Champion slingshot. Back suplex. And indeed becoming a double champion. It's surely elementary at this point. And down she goes again for a second Michinoku driver. Dr. Hill getting all of the heavy artillery out in one go. Pippa Funnel on wobbly legs. She's up, she's straight over, and it's Dr. Hill, who is a double champion in BENXT, and he has secured his first ever Aldi Red Thunder Championship in the process. He's been in this match 4 or 5 times, and for the first time ever, he is the victor, and he is the champion. Back to the spreadsheet.
Time, or is it too late? Have I already decided my fate?
Pippa Funnel did indeed horse a bit too close to the sun. Tragic. Dr. Hill really was just saving all the cheat codes for the end there. Signature after finisher after signature after finisher, and then all it took was that, and she was gone. She had nothing left. Dr. Hill is a double champion. He joins a very, very limited club. Not many members of the roster have held 2 championships at the same time.
Do I have time, or is it too late? Have I already decided my...
That's it. You don't get the rest. You don't get the second chorus. Sorry. Up next, we have a promo. Those are always riveting, aren't they? God knows how this is going to go. Emma the Bear and Grimace are going to have a chat. So that's going to be normal. So here we go, I suppose.
No.
Are you ready? I don't know how this is going to go. Super Sim 001, thank you so much for the resub. 4 months. 4 months. Les freaking go. Officially voted World's Sexiest Man 2025, Les freaking go. If you designed a professional wrestler from the ground up, it would look like him. Because that's just facts. That's how he was made. I miss him. Where is he? Why is he not wrestling today? Bring out Les freaking go. Every time he's not on screen, everyone's asking, where's Les freaking go? Get him out here. Thank you, Super Sim, for the resub. I appreciate it. All right. This is not a match. I don't think. This is a promo it might lead to a match. If it's a match, the wagered BENXT bucks will stand. But if it's not, they will be refunded. So predict accordingly, but just bear in mind that this may not turn into a match. But it could be. But it might not be a match, but it could be. So who knows with this game? Let's do it. Oh, here's Emma. She's got a microphone in hand. And if this is going to play out how we would expect it to, she's probably going to call out Grimace, and they may then just have a match. Grimace, I'm tired of your big stupid purple head and the fact that you have a championship and I don't. I'm also a big monster and I would like to fight you. And if you've got any McNuggets at all, you'll come out here right now and you'll let me kiss you. I mean, you'll let me fight you. Oh, and it looks like Grimace does have McNuggies. Well, you called me out, Emma the Bear. Here I am with my McNuggies. Don't mess with the fryer oil, because you're going to get burned. Crowd loved that one. They loved that line. Oh, I've been challenged to a match next show. I didn't see what she chose. Oh no, Emma the Bear with the cheap shot with the microphone, and now she's taking it to the BENXT Women's Champion. And these two, I think, are going to have a fight, but it's not a match. This is not an official match. These two are just going to beat each other up. There will come a point where this where this ends because one of them is unconscious. Into the bear hug. Emma the Bear with the bear hug. And Grimace is in dire straits here. She is in a great deal of pain. And Grimace able to power out. Colossal backbreaker with additional pressure applied to the spine of Emma the Bear. And throws her off. I think we may need to refund those BENXT bucks because this is not a match. This is unfortunately, sadly. Emma the Bear with the counter, leg sweep. Emma off the ropes. Big elbow drop to the BENXT Women's Champion. Emma over the top rope, up to the top rope. And Emma, massive elbow drop to Grimace. Now, to be fair, in the past, when this has happened, we have refunded the points because it's not an actual match. This is just going to be a whoever hits a finisher when the other is low on health. That's the end. There's no bell. It's not a match. If you guys want to keep the prediction going, then we can. But again, it's not a match. It's not a sanctioned match. They're just having a brawl. Emma rolling neck snap to the champion. Tell you what, Emma's called her shot here and she's doing very well off it. Grimace not looking so hot. There's Emma with a big right paw there and then a chop. Locks up and goes after that leg of Grimace. Emma continuing the offense. Counter from Grimace. Grimace sends Emma into the corner. Boot to the midsection. Another boot. And now a knee across the throat and the sternum of Emma the Bear. The #1 contender for the BENXT Women's Championship. And Grimace walking Emma over to that corner. Grimace lifts her up to the top rope. We could be about to see an absolutely colossal superplex here from these two. Two of the largest wrestlers on the roster. Massive. It's a miracle the ring is still even standing. Incredible. Grimace continuing the pain for Emma. Emma rolls out of the way. Emma very close to her signature, as is Grimace. Grimace sent into the ropes, bounces back. Emma ducks under, is awaiting something. Big boot, and that's going to stop it right there. And there we go. Now, personally, I don't feel like BENXT bucks should be wagered in that, because that wasn't a match, and it ended because of a big boot to the face. Wasn't even a signature or a finisher. Well, it was a more interesting promo than I was expecting, at least. Normally they're significantly worse than that. So, that's something. Now, in all likelihood, this will be the final match of today's stream, because these go on a while, but they're always good. A triple threat match. Billy Ray Walrus, versus Brian Butterfield versus Charlie Guillermo. 1-on-1-on-1. First person to pin or submit their opponent wins, but of course, it being a 3-person match, there's always someone who can come and break up any attempts to end that match. It's chaotic, it's ridiculous, it could go on for 6 years, but that is our next match. It will be the main event of this stream, so buckle up. Billy, Brian, Chavo is up next. I forgot which order they're coming out in. It's Billy.
That's not what makes me mad.
Making his way to the ring from Newcastle upon Tyne, England, weighing in at 326 pounds, Billy Walker.
Look at him. That's a star right there. Man. Right, get your new belts out, everyone. It's time for the big boy himself.
This was me, Brian Butterfield, 6 months ago before starting my diet plan.
From London, England, weighing in at 309 pounds, Brian.
Thank you, mods. Appreciate your work. Prediction is now live for this match.
Thanks to the Butterfield diet.
Dun, 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 dun. I remember on the PSP SmackDown vs. Raw 2009, I had a Money in the Bank match sim start before school and was still going after. That's insane. How did your PSP last that long? Did you plug it into the wall? God, I loved the PSP SmackDown vs. Raw games. Very fond memories of those. Look at him go. Gyrating those hips, giving Les freaking Go a run for his money as sexiest man of the year. That will, of course, be in contention again for 2026. Maybe it'll be a category in the in this year's Slammies. Sexiest man of the year. It's going to be Les freaking Go, though, of course. I left it on charge before I left. I've still got the games, but the PSP battery exploded. Tale as old as time. Everyone has a PSP battery that's exploded. That's what they do. That's what they're for. Charlie Guillermo makes his way to the ring for this triple threat match. Now, these two, of course, that being Brian and Billy, faced off last week with Brian getting the upper hand. Interesting to see how the additional dynamic of Charlie Guillermo affects things here. And we're underway. Billy sending Chavo across the ring. Brian immediately taking it to Billy. Chavo watching on, maybe looking for a tag team move here, but no. Oh, and he chops down Billy at the ankle. Big chops from Chavo Guerrero. Muscles up Brian and a boot to the face. Turns around and manages to catch Billy unawares as well. Repeated boots to the midsection, then a DDT. Planting Billy Ray on the canvas. Big forearm. Drops Brian. And Billy on the receiving end of several strikes there before the hip toss counter. And Brian into a cover here. Sorry, I was just doing some admin. Don't worry about it, guys. It's all good. Oh, and Brian sent tumbling to the outside. Billy Ray, the one standing tall at the moment. Was there a kendo stick involved? Of course, it being a triple threat, a multi-person match, there is no disqualification, so weapons are allowed. There's no count out on the outside either. The action can go anywhere. It just needs to end inside the ring. Chavo strikes to Brian. Brian down. Billy up. Chavo down. Brian splat. Chavo dead. Brian ducks out the way of that Strike attempt from Billy. Billy then lifted it. Oh, the power of Brian Butterfield to hoist Billy Ray Walrus aloft like that. Very impressive. Right hand, left hand, right hand. Give it a pet. Counter from Chavo. Chavo. Wow, look at that. That incredible tornado DDT from Charlie Guillermo as Billy Ray and Brian trade blows once again. Neck breaker from Brian Butterfield. You know he would love to grab himself another championship. Chavo on the ropes, but Brian intercepted by Billy. Power slam. Dumps Brian on his spine. And now Billy using the ropes. Oh! As a support system to drive those knees into the midsection of Chavo Guerrero. Then a fall-away slam. Oh, and immediately Brian follows it up with a leg drop. I tell you what, I tell you who I'd like to see be a tag team. Billy Ray and Brian Butterfield, they seem to have a quite good chemistry. I think they'd enjoy spending time together. Maybe it's just a little bit of wishful thinking, but I think they'd get on. Brian with Chavo up, fall away slam. Chavo rolls out. Oh, and a big boot to Billy Ray Walrus. Chavo fetches himself a kendo stick from under the ring. Oh, and he clocks Brian with it and then throws it at Brian. Oh, and a spear from Brian. Brian with the spear. Billy Ray Walrus is down. Is Brian going to win this thing? Not quite. Oh, that was a perfect opportunity, though. Billy Ray was down, and now Brian looking to follow up with the bomb. Chavo Guerrero is stirring, though, at the worst possible moment. Brian could be looking for the pin attempt on Billy, but Chavo back to his feet, and he drops Brian, and Chavo could pick up the scraps if he goes for the pin. Chavo deciding not to do that, though. He does have his signature. Could be looking for the gory special. Into the powerbomb. Very impressive from Chavo Guerrero. But he won't be able to follow up on it because Brian Butterfield is waiting. And Brian looking to clean up here, pick up the scraps off the back of Chavo Guerrero's hard work, and it's Brian Butterfield.
Brian Butterfield, 6 months ago,
who manages to pin Billy Ray for the second week in a row. This is where that kendo stick was used that I missed. And that match did not go on very long at all, so we will have another match.
Thanks to the Butterfield diet.
Impressive work from Brian. He timed it to perfection. This was the moment where he could have won there while Billy was down. And then he hit Brian with the bomb, but Chavo was able to break it up. Chavo then hits his signature on Billy just in time for Brian to throw him out of the ring. And then Brian able to steal the victory. Brian Butterfield victorious. Stringing together some wins here on BENXT. There he is. He's got his sexy dancing now. Just as we wanted to see. A kiss for all in attendance. Give us a dance, Brian. Give us a dance. Come on, buddy. It's what we all paid to see. Come on. There it is. The victory hip swivel. You only get that stuff on BENXT.
I think I may need to buy a new belt.
Fucking brilliant. Main event time. Off-topic question, would you recommend getting a Steam Deck for people new to PC gaming, or wait for Steam Machine? That's an excellent question. Unfortunately, I'm utterly unqualified to advise you, because I'm not a PC gamer. So, from a very superficial standpoint, a Steam Deck is probably a more affordable entry point than building yourself a big, powerful rig. As for the Steam Machine, we don't know how expensive that's going to be yet, but plenty of people in the chat will be able to give you more salient advice than I ever could. But I wish you all the best. It's an exciting new sphere, the PC gaming world, so I wish you all the best with it. Main event time. Seth Pissin Rollins, the wide champion, takes on, in a Walrus Mania rematch, Mikey Johnson, the former wide champion who Seth Pissin Rollins defeated for the title. Mikey Johnson is, of course, the current Vidiots champion, defeating Peter Austin and Ben Potter, no relation, at BENXT Stand and Deliver to claim the belt. So this is technically a champion versus champion match. No belts are on the line, though. It's exciting nonetheless. Seth Pissin Rollins of the Undisputed Era, fresh off probably having some rather severe words with Pistin and Dominic Mysterio after their performance earlier in the night, takes on Mikey Johnson now. Piss it down! Seth Pissin Rollins, the wide champion. Look at that belt. It is gorgeous. It's got to make Mikey Johnson's blood boil a little bit, seeing that belt around the waist of another person. Of course, this intro will be presented in wide vision in honor of the belt. Seth Pissin Rollins is here, and he is in action. Champion versus champion, up now. Let's go right out the darkness, my guys.
We got that doggy shit, not ain't talking sexual.
There he is, the Vidiots champion. Hit the floor.
Bring it down. I see them almost every day. You know I stop and say, hey, if that owner gets in my way, there's gonna be a price to pay. Smack a bitch. Smack a bitch, smack a bitch.
What?
And I ain't talking about a female.
Mikey Johnson singing Mikey Johnson to the ring.
May he rest in peace.
Let's do this thing. I made a memorial quiche. Right hand, left hand, right hand. Give it a pet. Hey, Vidiots fans, Podiots fans, keep an eye on social media. Big news coming in the next week or so. Might be slightly after that. Decisions have been made. Stuff is being finalised. We will have news for you soon about the final ever episode of Podiots, the live show. Be ready. We will be talking about it everywhere. I'll probably be rolling any relevant promotional stuff before streams. So here we go. Flatliner from Seth Pissin Rollins, springboard moonsault, and now we're starting to see the time-tested breakneck speed of Seth Pissin Rollins. Once he starts rolling, once he starts moving, he is quite difficult to get out of the way of, and nobody knows that more than Michael Johnson, who tasted defeat at the hands of Seth Pissin Rollins at WrestleMania. Big dropkick from Seth. Big right hand. Forearm. Chops. Spinning forearm. Drops Mikey Johnson. Elbow drop misses. Now Mikey gets the opportunity to lay in some offense. We need this match to go 8 minutes, guys. 8 minutes, okay? We can't afford to have another match. We need to go 8 minutes. Oh, butterfly suplex. Snapdragon, sorry. I remember what it's called. Just don't ask me about Pokémon types, okay? I can't remember those. Mikey going under the ring for something. This is not a no disqualification match, so I don't know what... Oh, no, I don't know what Mikey was thinking there. And I don't know if he's going to be doing much thinking at all after being sent face first. Thunk. Right into that ring post on the outside. Which for some reason is legal. Hang on, is this a no disqualification match? They're both going for weapons, so I'm assuming maybe it is a no disqualification match. Either way, we're up to a count of 7. Mikey needs to break the count get Seth back in the ring. I think he's going to do it now. No, he's not. Mikey Johnson could be going for a win via countout. Seth, though, got straight back to his feet. And Mikey beckoning for Seth to get back in the ring. And they're ducking each other. They're getting out of the way. But it is Seth who manages to grab a hold first. And Mikey slips out. Mikey grabs a hold. This match will continue. Seth Rollins sent into the corner. The wide champion versus the Vidiots champion. Mikey spins him around, and shoulder first goes Seth into that corner. That steel post. Washing the face of Seth Pissin Rollins. Because it's dirty or something. Into the cover, kick out at nothing. Too early for that. Mikey Johnson took quite a bit of damage to start things off here, but he's looking pretty good at the moment. Slowly, methodically wearing down the wide champion, making his way towards a signature. Drops the double axe handle on the prone wide champion. Rolls him over now. What's Mikey thinking? And goes for a cross arm breaker. Submission move locked in on Seth Rollins. Seth, though, able to escape with repeated strikes. Oh, hang on a second. What's this? Oh, look who it is. Tim is out here to provide a bit of a distraction. And of course, this is a no disqualification match, so Tim is allowed to come in here. Oh, and the wet wipe. The wet wipe. And Mikey Johnson rolls into the cover. Mikey Johnson was prepared. Kick out at 2. Seth Rollins still alive. Tim providing a perfect distraction for Mikey Johnson here. And he absolutely smashed Seth Pissin Rollins with the wet wipe, and Mikey Johnson, sledgehammer in hand, hits him once, goes for the cover again. Referee. Oh no, the referee's slapping Seth Rollins. Turns out Jessica Carr hates members of the Undisputed Era. That's the second person she slapped. Mikey Johnson steps through into... Oh, what's he going for here? Oh no! It's not a curb stomp. But Seth Rollins knows it all too well. Mikey Johnson dragging Seth Rollins into position. And what's Mikey thinking here? Mikey has his finisher now. He steps through again into the sharpshooter. Seth Rollins in an awful lot of pain. Is Seth Rollins going to tap out to the Vidiots champion? Wrenching back is Mikey. Seth Rollins has nowhere to go. Mikey decides to let him go. That was a tactical position, perhaps. Tactical decision, sorry. Because drops the knee. If Seth Rollins managed to escape, then Mikey Johnson will be on the back foot. If Mikey lets him go, then he can continue offense like this. Except now, Seth Rollins looking for the pedigree. Seth Rollins gets absolutely all of the pedigree into the cover. Oh, and now it's Mikey who's being slapped by Jessica Carr. We need to have a word with Jessica Carr. She keeps slapping wrestlers in the face. It's not really what we wanted. And Seth Pissin Rollins could be closing in on the victory here if he can land this piss stomp, which we've seen him do so many times. Oh, down goes Mikey. Mikey rolls out of the way. Oh, leaping knee strike. Mikey was about to potentially mount a comeback there, but here it is. Up and down. Piss stomp absolutely plants the Vidiots champion. Is it going to be Seth Pissin Rollins' night? That's a slow ass count, but he's done it. Questions have got to be asked of Jessica Carr's conduct. Jess Carr slapping both members of this match in the face, and that count at the end was very slow indeed. But despite the interruption, the interference of Tim landing this sickening wet wipe, Mikey Johnson immediately into the cover, and then slaps to the face, courtesy of Jessica Carr. Unfortunately, Michael Johnson couldn't quite get the job done tonight. We're going to get a replay of this slow count at the end here. That is very slow. Very slow indeed. Seth Pissin Rollins, the BENXT wide champion, continues to roll in his feud against Tim. Unfortunate for Mikey Johnson. It looked like he could have done it on a few occasions, but it wasn't in the cards here tonight. It's nasty, this. It's nasty. Ooh. Money successfully doubled. Congratulations. Jessica Khan needs to be investigated because this actually wasn't a no DQ match and she just let it happen. It wasn't, you're right. This is not a no DQ match. Beautiful. What a song. My friends, we are right at the end of the stream. We don't have enough time for another match, but we can have a look at what Pipdown has to offer. Maybe we can spin a wheel as well to plan the Little Kongstrong match for next week's BENXT. Bonquit versus Bonklin to kick things off. Piss Stratus has a promo, all of her own. I say we let her have it. Gollum goes one-on-one with Jackanism. Unfortunately, I think we have to keep that. Carla and Santina Morella take on Tina and BB Blocksberg. I might cut that match. And in the main event, it's the Pufferfish versus... Huh? Who could it be? Okay, I'm going to cut the tag match. And we are making this the Little Kongstrong Championship match, 5-way. It's time to spin that wheel. And I've already forgotten who the champion is. Sparkles, of course, it's Sparkles. Let's see who gets called by the wheel. Final wheel spin of the stream. Get ready, everyone. It's all come down to this. Up first. Chab. Cannon-headed apple boy is called first by the wheel. Next. Piss Jericho. Not seen him since he lost the BENXT Men's Championship to Funky Barbara Piss and then lost in the Elimination Chamber as well. Could get himself another championship though. Penultimate slot goes to Rules Boss. What a stacked card this is, eh? And God, he's lost so much. He's been nerfed massively. That's kind of sad. Rated 69, though. That's pretty sick. Final slot goes to Meatface. Very nearly Bonklin. We very nearly spun again. Spun? We very nearly spunned again. And that, of course, will be for the Little Kongstrong Championship. That's going to do it for us tonight, guys. Thank you so much for coming along. I hope you've had a fantastic time. I say it every time, but I love these streams. I have so much fun doing these streams. I'm really glad that you enjoy it. I hope you enjoy it anyway. We'll be back next Wednesday with more BENXT goodness. Thank you to the mods for being here, for helping out with the predictions and everything. I am live tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. I will be playing Pokemon Scorched Silver, but to kick things off, because there's a new pack releasing for the Pokemon trading card game, I'm going to be opening a load of packs live on the stream. So come along, join us, have a good time, I hope, please. Or watch the VOD, that's also okay. We're going to raid Buddy Games now. Go send them some love, drop them a follow if you haven't already, and I will see as many of you tomorrow morning for Pokemon as possible, okay? Have a lovely evening, look after yourselves, and I'll see you tomorrow. If not, I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody. Oh, 69 raiders. Excellent. Bye.